Hello, everybody, and welcome back to MIRRORMOURN. I am your GM, Esper, and we have our 4 players, as usual, here with us. We're picking up things in the middle of a combat encounter, so we'll be starting off with a bang, or maybe a flash and a crash as we're in the middle of this tremendous storm. Who are your characters, guys? Introduce those first.
Hello everyone, I'm Warsor and I play Walykos, the level 9 half-elf ranger.
I am Vince and I'm playing Vapor, the wild magic sorcerer.
I'm Nick. I'm playing Nokki, the level 9 barbarian / fighter.
And I'm Adam and I'm playing Aygir, the Artificer.
Your characters have flown far west across the nation of Haven Isle to the clouded steppe and then the clouded coast, just at its western edge. And you visited the palace of Vapor's grandfather last session. You will probably be returning back there, but for now you have this objective of locating the cave, a sea cave of a topaz dragon named Tamrak Larks. You are flying atop kite sails, great winged reptilian creatures, along the coast, heading south and now curving eastward. You've come upon a tremendous building storm, and there is a big jut of rocks, promontory, and a voice shouting into the storm. A voice attempting to garner the attention of the living storm, an elemental god of this world of MIRRORMOURN, and specifically of Haven Isle. Well, Vapor in particular had some contrary ideas about who should be doing what with storm magic and storm god. And you all swooped in there pretty quickly to discover none other than orcs, who, as you know, are an extension of the giants' forces in this land and have been raiding the western lands. Also, these are ancestral enemies of goblin kind, so Aygir as well would have some variety of bad blood between himself and them. Just a quick overview of the scenario before us. It goes Aygir, who is here. Then we have this orc right there who seems to be the Stormcaller, some kind of shaman or warlock or something of that sort. Then Nokki, who you've actually already engaged this foe and done some damage, a pretty good amount of damage, between your attacks and Vapor's Call Lightning. He's actually already taken some substantial hits. This orc here seems to have some kind of better equipment, including sword. Then it will go Vapor, who is there. Then there are these 2 Skoroks, these giant fell crab beasts that the orcs manage to utilize as mounts and war beasts. Then Walykos, who is there. This orc here has been pulled off of its crab mount by Walykos and fell quite a ways down into the water. And you notice this orc also has some variety of magic. Oh, and also has clawed hands, much like that severed claw you found at the destroyed or sacked Hobgoblin village. And last, and probably least, are the basic orc grunt warriors, of which there are a number of them. Aygir. You see here there's the swirling storm cloud, or I should say rather the radius of the storm spell that Vapor has called in. So he can call down lightning bolts within anything that's below this storm. You're flying on your kite sail. Thunder's crackling overhead. Rain's pelting you in the face. Kick it off.
Okay. Just making sure I know where I am there. I recognize my token. Okay, so the one that Nokki is fighting, that main orc there, is the one that is actually in charge of the ritual here?
Seems to be.
Okay, so he is within 300 feet of me, and dumb
Most
question, but the extra attack feature can be used for a ranged attack, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Well,
so,
it depends, but yeah.
for this one, I'm fairly certain it can. But yeah.
If you have a weapon
so
like
I
a
am-
crossbow that needs to be reloaded, it doesn't work for that because of
then
loading
yeah,
time.
all right. Sure. Which I do not. What I do is have my arcane armor, and so as I'm here doing what I said I was last time, and remember because I wrote it down, holding up this thunder hammer that I have from the giant ruins of Suther Vigil. It was Suther
Yes.
Vigil, right? That's
Yes.
on Blackrock Isle. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I have that. I'm holding it up. I'm chanting Margololo Golo, the storm god's name, his goblin name, his true name, if you ask me. And with my other hand, having summoned this spectral outline of a bow that is my integrated weapon, I draw my hammer-holding hand back as if miming shooting an arrow, and I use my lightning launcher, which is the infiltrator model arcane armor integrated weapon. So, with a range of 300 feet, I assume I am well within range. And
You're well
I make
within
2
range.
attacks.
The
the
shouting
guy.
of the name in the goblin tongue of the living storm, that seems to be more of just a quick battle cry, and you're really focusing your efforts on the attack. Is that what I'm understanding?
This time, yeah. If it seems like I'm getting his attention, maybe I'll switch, but for now, just attacking, yeah.
Okay.
Okay, so,
This foe is quite blocked from your sight. Would you like to reposition via your kite sail?
yes, my kite sail has how much movement again?
It's got a flying speed of 60, so you can
Oh,
actually
wow,
70.
okay.
Actually 70, so it snakes through the
All
air.
right.
To
Yeah, put me-
And you can make the
There-
kites. You can make the kite sail dash without an action too, right? So
I
like
can.
140?
I
Yeah.
can, as its action, yes.
Most definitely. Okay, so if you want a clear shot, you'll actually be coming around this way and as you strafe.
All right. Cool. Yep, and then I take my attacks. Which, one is a crit,
Oh my.
and the other one I think is a miss.
Great way to start the session.
Yeah, it's great. So, just to be sure though.
The first one hits the gobble or the orc, and
Yeah,
the second
his
one hits
AC I
Nokki.
assume his AC is higher than 10, right?
You have assumed correctly.
Okay. So. All right. Not terribly impressive, but that does do 18 damage. 18 lightning damage. 4d6, but one of them was a 1.
The first bolt that you shoot strikes him, really catches him off guard with your strafing attack there, and he falls back against the stone. Do you heal your kite sail there, or do you keep it sailing through?
I'll start
You
to
could stop
circle
it. You
this
could,
area.
you could land it. You could keep on going.
Noki's the
Oh.
only one who wanted to land.
I'll slowly start coming in on an approach or I can land it this turn actually.
You could land right now if you want.
Then I will. Sure.
Okay, you land.
I didn't realize I had that ability.
You're on
that is
the
not
solid
action.
ground
Sure.
at the top of this promontory rock formation.
Yeah, if I'm gonna try and actually channel a god here, that I should be on solid footing. Anyway, that's my turn.
Nokki, you see this orcish storm caller slumped back against the rock. He's down on the ground. We could consider that prone, grabbing his wounds. It doesn't even really look like he's conscious. He's overwhelmed with his wounds.
Oh, is he actually unconscious or?
Yes.
Oh, he is. Okay.
His eyes are shut. You don't think he's fully dead, but he does not look to be. He's incapacitated from grievous wounds. The two orcs are flanking you to either side, wielding their orcish heavy axes, and there are others storming up this stony ramp.
Yeah, I feel like I'm debating if I want to take the orc out now, like since he's down, or if I just want to like attack the other ones. No, let's attack the other ones. We'll attack the one right in front of me first.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Let me do my attack. Come on, critical maybe. Do not think it was a critical. It is. Oh, that's actually not a good, not good. 13 to hit. Oh wait, no. Was that? Yeah, that's 13 to hit. Yeah.
13 is sufficient. You strike the orc.
Really? All right. That is 10 damage. I rolled a nat 1 on my dice.
Still a powerful blow against a mere grunt orc warrior.
All right. We'll do my second attack.
Scrape his face open and he starts to bleed.
Nice. Good. All right. I'll attack him again with my second attack. That's going to be a 16 to hit, so that hits, and another 10 points of damage. 2 ones.
The orc collapses, bleeding and overwhelmed from the lethal gash your claws have just rent into his flesh and organs.
Fantastic. And I get one more attack. This one I will actually attack the downed orc, since I got rid of one of the ones on me. So he's so do I get advantage? I don't remember exactly how that rolling works.
Mm-hmm.
Since it's a melee, I do get advantage. Okay.
You get advantage. If you hit him, it will be a critical hit.
Fantastic. So that's going to be a 23 to hit. Thank goodness for advantage because I rolled a 1 and a 14.
You strike him. What do you do to him?
All right. I rolled another 1 on the dice, but I get to roll it again because...
you don't need to roll the damage. You can just... eviscerate him, tear out his throat. What do you do?
Can I just kind of look at him and he's on the ground? I'll just take my claw and just slice his throat out so he bleeds out. Just
All right. You tear through his jugular and blood fountains out.
Yeah, and I'll call out with my bloody hand and be like,
beating in short order.
Dark Saga. Yep, that's my turn.
The orc, who is drawing closer up the stairs, lets out a howl at the death of apparently his leader.
I roar back.
You meet his roar with your own, and you meet his blade with, well, we'll see what you meet his blade with.
My shield. Hopefully.
He will, in such a rush, just strike at you with this. He has a shield. He's wearing some matter of orcish chainmail, and he has a pretty wicked-looking longsword in hand. The longsword's a 23 to hit.
Yeah, that definitely hits. Yeah.
You have fought numerous foes in your day, in your warrior's path, Nokki, and you know a highly trained expert of the blade when you see one, and that is him. This is no common orcish warrior.
His death will bring glory to us all.
He deals 13 slashing damage to you,
which is halved. So 6, right?
6.
Yeah, round down. Okay.
6. Yeah. He continues his steps and moves there into a flank. He has a second attack.
Come at me! I scream as we're fighting.
17 to hit?
That does not hit. So the second one I just kind of like block with my shield.
You divert his strike. Whoops. I didn't mean to do that. You divert his strike.
I get opportunity to attack Esper.
And he roars out some variety of battle cry, which actually ends up spurring this orc here into action. And this orc is using its reaction. It gets to make a it gets to make a melee attack with its reaction. Is what's happening. How about a 19 to hit?
That's exact my AC. So yeah, that hits.
Okay.
I turn back. It's not your turn yet.
The great axe catches you with a pretty mighty blow of 13 damage.
Halved.
Again
Down to 6.
to 6.
We're still good with that rage really helping.
That's what you do.
I just kind of.
All right, we're going to zoom out a bit over here to Vapor, who is concentrating on this call lightning storm.
Yeah. So, a couple of different things I wanted to do, but I think he's just going to kind of be circling around the area and just drop a bolt of lightning down on that big clump of orcs and the weird crab creature.
I'll give you a choice. You'll probably take option A. Option A will be the crab and these 2 orcs. Option B would be these 3 orcs.
Yeah, I'd probably do A.
The lightning blast has enough. It has like a 5-foot radius, so it's enough to like catch all 3 of these creatures. Go ahead and roll.
10-foot radius.
It's a 10-foot
So 5
diameter or 5-foot radius.
A 5-foot radius.
Yep, it's 5
is
foot.
the point. And so it's like a 2x2 squares is what you just
Pretty
Gotcha.
good. I mean, you can activate that every turn.
Yeah.
And
You'll
even
do
though it looks like the crab.
4d10 damage due to
Yep,
the
and I've
active storm.
that's actually not bad because that is 22 points of damage,
Okay, I'm gonna roll some saves here.
and it's Dex.
Yes. All right. Orc. Orc on the left, orc on the right, Skorak. Okay, we've got an 8. I'm sure that fails.
Nope.
18 probably saves.
That does.
And then the crab, I won't even mention it because it's pathetic. It might actually just end up a flat 0. Okay, 14 damage. No, sorry. Would you say 22?
22.
The orc is mightily overwhelmed and just after the flash collapses. The second one, which saved, does some crude evasive maneuver as a instinct, and he is nearly overwhelmed even with the save. And the Skorak, the first of the Skoraks, you are unsurprised that it weathers the lightning bolt much better than the orcs do.
Yeah. Okay.
Do you actually get repositioned in any way due to the flying
Vapor
mount?
is kind of just like flying aerial circles, kind of like if you were to think of a aerial gunship just circling a battlefield. He's just circling and looking for where he thinks he can best drop spells within the area.
Okay.
I am
So
going
would
to
it be reasonable
another
just? Oh, go ahead.
While he's flying around, he's probably going to quicken Mind Sliver, which is a cantrip, and actually he's going to go.
You don't have to use a cantrip, just so you know, because
That's
using a standard
right.
action on the spell did not actually cast the spell. Instead.
That's right.
You still could, but just letting you know.
No, he'll just do Mind Sliver. None of the other spells really would fit for what but he's gonna do the that orc that is pretty heavily armored. He's gonna mind sliver that.
Intelligence saving throw, Esper.
Yep, intelligence saving throw, please.
I believe it's 2d4 damage, something like that.
2d6.
Oh, is it d6?
Yeah.
I'm thinking
We'll double
vicious
check.
mockery. Yeah.
20.
Ah, damn. Unfortunately, we'll succeed.
I rolled a nat 20.
Uh,
The orc defies your slivering of his mind.
all right. Yeah. So Vapor will just be kind of like circling the area.
Walykos, you two are atop your kite sail still. You've come in close to the promontory. This orc just got defeated by Vapor. This one got badly hurt in the Skorok. It seems a hefty and tough foe.
Yeah. As much as I'd love to do something really cool, I have two options right now. And I think the more effective one is going to be casting Spike Growth. So I'm going to go ahead and cast Spike Growth. That is a 20-foot radius that I will need armor.
All right.
And,
Are you wanting to put it to
So
mess with
once you
these
lay
here?
it down, yeah, kind of. I want it to extend up the steps to the top of the steps, but also behind them down the steps, to kind of keep them trapped in the middle. And the orcs who are at the bottom don't see the effect of this, so they have to make their perception checks to even see that it's there before they enter it, which means that they will do their movement through it and take the damage without knowing it's there on their first entering it.
I'm
So-
going to do a blue color to not get confused with the lightning.
That's totally fine. Let's lower it back a bit more. Actually, yeah, if you could. More to the left and up a little bit. There's a lot of area that's just wasted. Yes, because you see how the steps curve. Yeah, that's more effective. A little more up. Let's do 5 feet up. Yeah, that's good.
The stony ground in this area produces spines and teeth of
I
stone,
imagine
which blends right in
little-
with the natural stone.
Little sharp beak-like, curves with barbs on them rip themselves out of the ground and spike out in all directions. So that is my standard, and then I will just have the kite sail fly, take me north, and go about 4 straight up, 4 of the big squares straight up, and about 3 over to the left over, that is. There'd be 1 more square down, but that's fine. That's fine.
You gonna be there?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it's fine. Essentially just kind of heading in that direction, getting some cover from the rocks.
All right. You spur your kite sail on, and you feel its undulating movements underneath you. The rain continues to pelt you in the face, and you may well have stymied the foes there. Does that make the terrain additionally difficult?
It
like slowing
is
movement?
indeed difficult. Yep.
Okay.
Here, I can... 20-foot radius, area becomes difficult terrain for the duration. Whenever a creature moves into or within the area, it takes 2d4 piercing damage for every 5
Okay.
feet.
So that will be especially slow going because it's already an ascent.
The Wisdom Perceptions check is against my spell save DC, which is a 17. Esper, just in case. If they don't
Okay.
have passive perception 17, they're not gonna see it unless they're specifically looking for it.
The orc, the clawed one, that is down in the water. I'm going to give him a athletics check here.
Yeah.
Okay, so he is swimming well now.
I remember
He
had a
will-
rough turn, but
Yeah. He's going to end up going sort of out of... Yeah, well, Vapor would still be seeing him.
underneath the rock.
Yeah. So, Vapor, you see him just because you got kind of this side downward angle, though he is blocked from above, so anyone else above wouldn't see him.
Gotcha.
And he seems to be roughly heading towards the shore. He's swimming well now. The orcs, the basic orcs. They look desperate. This one attempts to leap from his position onto this bit of rock, this sort of arch. I'll give him a moderate athletics DC.
I feel
He got it exactly.
Esper,
He jumps,
is there some rule
grabs to the
for
rock.
leaping? Is there some
There-
rule
there-
for
there-
leaping
there-
without a running start?
There is
That
a rule
doubles, like,
for
the
because I know that like if you have to have a running start to go a specific distance, but I don't know what the rule is
He
for
doesn't
just
jump
like
very
without
far.
a running start.
He just leaps off and grabs onto the rock and pulls himself over there.
I just think it kind of defeats the purpose of the spell if you can just jump 10 feet, over the spell without taking even the initial damage.
This orc
Then
here.
you also add on he's not dropping feet. He's only jumping to the same level platform.
Anyways, I've
Yeah.
voiced my thing. Esper will think about it and resolve it. All right.
Oh, no, it's fine.
Continue.
He just jumped a few feet, grabbed on. He spent his whole turn just jumping and climbing.
That was like 15 feet or 20 feet that he just jumped.
From there to there. 8 feet.
Okay.
He has a strength
Yeah.
score of 16. You can jump half your strength score in feet, long jump without a running start. And then he'll do the rest of his movement to climb out over there. This one, I think that's a javelin. Draws a javelin. It looks up to the kite sails and their riders. The shot on Walykos would be severely blocked. He'll throw a vapor. So the javelin sails pretty straight and true. 22 to hit.
Yeah, that will hit.
Don't fall, Vapor.
You're struck for 9 piercing damage.
All right.
Make a concentration con save.
Oh, okay. I thought it was gonna be like, make an athletics or make an acrobatics check to see if you get knocked off. the
Is
kite
not
sail.
forceful
There's-
in that sort of sense. That would knock him off.
There's no precedent to knocking someone off the
14.
range attack. Yeah.
14.
All right. Your concentration is not ruined,
Sure.
and you continue to focus on the storm overhead. I feel like I skipped the Skoroks. Ah, shit. They actually were supposed to go before Walykos. Can I retcon that? Yeah, imagine this one goes before the spike growth pops off.
That might have changed where I put the spike growth, though.
Well, it will do a dash, and it would dash up to there.
That might have changed my action. Oh well.
He's still partially in it, so
Yeah.
I'm moving some enemies down below. Okay. That brings us back to Aygir. Some of the foes have been defeated, namely the Stormcaller. Others are still making their way up the long, high steps. The Squark is
Indeed.
about
So
ready
with-
to clamp onto
yeah.
Nokki.
So with the Stormcaller downed, has anything changed about the storm or about the situation of the weather right now?
That's true, yeah, because he did die. I did kill him, so.
Yeah.
The storm persists, though it has not been much time since the creature fell.
Okay. And Nokki is being attacked currently by how many people?
Three.
It's just the two.
Three. It's three.
Three.
Okay.
Technically, the Squark has not yet made an attack. It did
Yeah, I haven't been
dash.
attacked by the
Sure,
Squark yet,
sure.
but yeah.
Okay. All right. Well,
You of all people, Aygir, know how nasty these things' claws are. They're exceedingly powerful.
Oh,
yeah. And how far am I?
Even a
from
little crab, if it pinches onto you, really hurts. Tiny crabs have a great deal of power. This thing is like
Sure.
rhino-sized.
How far am I from them? If I were to run?
20, 25 feet.
Oh, perfect. All right.
wait, if you can get a flanking position, that'd be pretty big.
Yeah. I'll yeah. So I have this thunder hammer in my hand. I don't quite know what it does exactly. I don't think mechanically we necessarily said. But I'm going to use it, and I'm going to, as my action, chant out the name Margololo Golo again, and actually wield the hammer in my hand over my head and run to the point where I'm flanking that regular orc, comparatively regular orc, the one to the left of Nokki.
Aygir has
The
become...
shield, blade, armored
This
orc?
is the big orc. This is the
Yes.
strong orc, so this is good for me.
Oh, that
yeah.
is okay.
Yeah, yeah.
Irregular compared to the Stormcaller.
Yeah.
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 And bring the hammer down upon. I assume he's wearing a metal helmet, so like with
Indeed,
a
he
strike
is.
like lightning.
And remember, you get +2 for flanking.
I get +2 for flanking, yes, and I get maybe something from the hammer, but I don't know.
Aygir has become the god of thunder, Thor.
Or maybe not. So
This hammer,
yeah, is it
you know, was not completed.
right?
Physically, it is an intact, functioning warhammer, but the magical properties were never instilled into it. What is your priority here? A strike against the creature, or an attempt to rouse whatever spirits of the storm may be about?
Well, I know Nokki can weather some hits, so for this particular time, my priority is to attract the attention of the Storm God.
Okay. Do you say anything in particular? What do you say? Just give it to us.
God of storms, in my tongue, Margotolo Kolho, I summon thee. I do your bidding with this hammer upon the head of my foe. Bonk. The bonk, of course, I assume sounds a lot more impressive as it's metal on metal, but you know.
Gong, gong.
Make a religion check derived from your charisma.
Oh, my charisma. Ugh. Okay. All right.
You got this, Aygir.
Could be decent. It's a 14 total.
That's not terrible.
No, but it could have been better.
The thunder
It could have been a lot
overhead.
worse too with
The
your
thunder
charisma.
overhead rumbles. Is it merely coincidence, or is the living storm unimpressed by your feeble chant?
Do I still make an attack now?
That was your action, but I will
Okay.
say this. Your next attack that hits will deal an additional 2d6 thunder damage.
That's significant.
I like the sound of that. All right. And then just trying to think. Oh wait.
You position into a
is that
flank, and Nokki.
Well,
is on
actually,
to-
hold on.
Well,
Let me just check. I have a spell that might be a bonus action to cast. Is it a bonus action? It might be a bonus. It is a bonus action. All right. This is a big fight. I'm going to use a 3rd level spell. I cast a Shardlon Stride. So the billowing flames of a dragon blast from my feet, granting me explosive speed. My speed increases by 20 feet for the duration and doesn't provoke opportunity attacks when I move.
Just
When
a
I move
question.
within 5 feet of the
Didn't
creature.
you-
I used
Didn't-
an action. This is a bonus action.
Oh, this is a bonus action. Oh, sorry. I thought this was okay. Sorry,
Nope,
continue.
bonus
My
action
fault.
to cast. When I move within 5 feet of a creature during that time, or an object that isn't being worn or carried, it takes a d6 fire damage from my trail of heat. Only once per turn, though. So I cast that, and then with that, I now have another 20 feet. Another 20 feet of movement because I moved, or 25 since I moved 25 to get here. So I'm going to run very quickly, sort of through this space, such that I pass by the orc I was fighting, the other orc, and the Skorok, to wind up behind the Skorok, flanking the Skorok with Nokki. And presumably in the process, dealing them a d6 of fire damage.
Do you have movement for that?
I have the movement that I got from the spell that I just read.
I should have listened to the spell. Yeah.
It increases
Aygir.
by 20 feet.
Aygir,
Where are you going?
heat, and smoky fume and sparks kick off from your steely boots as you vault yourself over to here. Is that what I'm understanding?
To somewhere where I'm flanking the Skorok with Nokki. Is that?
Flanking the squad.
That would be in.
Oh.
That would be in.
Are you okay with going into the spikes?
Oh, I see. Well, how much movement was that?
Spikes are difficult terrain
20.
too.
20 was
That was 20. Okay, so I moved
I
25
know you want to
initially.
be cool.
I moved
but-
25 initially. I moved 25 initially, and then I moved another 20. My total speed normally is 30. It's 35 with the infiltrator movement. So I had 15 remaining. I used the extra 20. I still have 15 left. So I'll then run back past the Skorok and wind up more or less where I was. The point being to do a little bit of extra damage to all 3 of those.
I'm imagining like Aygir just like run forward, run back, like
Yeah,
He actually
I think
has,
what you could
rocket
probably
boots.
do is just like rake this orc and the Skorok with like a little
Basically, yeah.
a little what is the word, little back and forth shuffling. I don't know if that's the right quite the right word. And that would spare your ally from getting hit by it. It just wouldn't hit that orc on his other side. Do you like that tactic?
Yeah. All right, so then
think
I
you
end up
just
doing
automatically roll a d6.
Yep. So for the orc takes 6, the regular orc takes 5, and the Skorok takes 6. Wow, that was good rolls.
So
And this
I don't think
lasts
you can get
for
to
cost-
that orc without also burning Nokki. Are you okay with that?
no, don't burn me. Don't burn
I
Nokki.
won't burn him. Just
He's
just
already
6 to the-
taking a lot of damage.
it-
All right,
just-
so we'll
just
do
6 to
6
each.
to the
6 and 6.
the elite warrior and 5 to the Skorok.
Yep. And this lasts for up to a minute, as long as I concentrate on it.
Well done, Nokki. It's on to you.
All right. First, Nokki will say, "You spoke to the storm god, but your feet are on fire. I think something went wrong." And then,
is power, and I have lots of it.
all right. I have a question, Esper. So I was looking through my thing. So reckless attack and action surge. Neither of those use a bonus action, right?
Correct.
Yeah, they're just like I can just do that.
You just
like,
choose
whenever I-
to if you want to do it or
Okay,
not. Yeah.
that's what I thought. Yeah, Yeah. No, there's like 3 people. Can you zoom out for me, Esper? How many other? Yeah.
You know there are others down this. Whoa, I totally lost control there. Okay, you know there are others down. You probably can't see them just due to blocking shapes of the rock.
Yeah.
But this orc is flinging javelins This orc
Yeah.
is like, climbing out onto this arch thing in a desperate attempt to
Yeah.
not
Okay.
die.
I'll just I'm not gonna reckless attack then. I was debating doing it, but there's still 3 up here, and I'm probably gonna get hit by everything. So, so I'll just go and attack the elite guy with the flanking. Let me get a +2 to that, and that is a 29 to hit.
Easily strikes him.
And that is, hey, I finally did really good damage, 15 damage. Rolled a 6 on it.
You slash him, rake him with your claws. He still
All right,
stands.
I'll do another attack on him again. And that is an 18 to hit.
Yes. 18 does hit.
Oh, actually, it would have been a 20 to hit. I forgot to add the +2 to that one, but I hit it either way.
Even worse.
That is a 12 more damage, so... He's still standing?
Still, he persists in...
All right, I'm going to do my third attack. That's going to be a 30 to hit. It was almost a nat 20. It was almost a nat
Yeah.
20. I rolled a 19. All right. And that's going to be another 15 points of damage.
The orc grunts this time, and you draw some blood with that.
All right. I'm a action surge. We're gonna go again.
Mm-hmm.
We're gonna go.
Okay.
So like I slice him when I see him so say, "Oh, I'm the strongest warrior here," and then do another attack. That's going to be a 20 to hit.
2 attacks. You get all your full action.
Yep. I get 2 more attacks. Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Unfortunately, I don't get 3 more, but
Correct.
Yeah.
does 20 hit?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. That's going to be 14 more damage.
Your claw just gashes through some vital spot on him, and he falls.
Nice. All right. I'm gonna use my second attack here then to attack the crabby thing. Oh, here we go. That's not +2, so that's gonna be 18. I'm rolling a lot of 9s, guys. Like 9 and up. I'm rolling really well right now.
That's good enough. 18 is good.
All right. That's going to be 10 points of damage. Rolled the 1 there. And I will actually do something else here after I hit the crab. So I'm taking some damage. I'm going to use one of my superiority dice. And I am going to... I don't think I can... Hold on. I can't grapple it, can I? It's too big. It's large. So I don't think I can grapple it.
You could try to grapple it. You can grapple up to 1 size category.
Okay.
bigger than
You know
size.
what? No, I'm not gonna. Okay, I'm just gonna do what I was originally thinking. I'm just gonna do a menacing attack. So basically, I knock out this one thing, and then I slice into the crab, and I just kind of like roar at the crab,
Okay.
and I'm gonna use the superiority dice to attempt to frighten the target.
Okay.
So I add my superiority dice to the attack's damage roll as well. So I need to do that. I think it's sorry. This is the first time I've used a superiority dice.
It should be a D8 extra
I think
damage.
it's a D8, yeah. All right, so it's going to be roll D8. That's going to be an extra 1 point of damage.
Okay. Well, sometimes
And
1
then
is all you need.
Yep, and then they need to make a wisdom saving throw, and on a failed save, it's going to be frightened until the end of my next turn.
The Skorok flinches, startled by your attack. It has been frightened.
That's right. All right, and it'll be frightened until the end of my next turn, and that's my turn. 5 attacks and a frighten. I'll take it.
That was a heck of a turn.
And now I need to make sure I...
The kite sail is the one that you were riding. Seems mightily uncomfortable in that situation. It disengages, and the kite sails have this cool maneuver when they disengage or when they dodge. they can also fly 10 feet at the same time, left or right. So it does this sort of like slinking roll off to its left-hand side.
No,
And that acts as a
Hera! It's
disengage.
all right, Hera. I'm not mad at you.
And it's not, running out of the fight. It's just getting
I-
away from that freaking crab thing.
Fair.
Its instincts prompt it so. Vapor, we are back to you. You continue the concentration on the lightning storm.
I think he's gonna drop a bolt down, hitting the orc and the crab that are attacking Nokki.
The one behind me, I'm guessing.
Yeah.
Yep, right there. All right, orc,
Not as
crab.
good, not bad.
They have both failed.
That is 19 points damage.
The orc is overwhelmed. The Skorok takes the blast. It still is not defeated.
Okay,
But
hold on.
that was substantial.
No, I don't want to do that.
You have a pretty good view. You're up in the air.
Yeah.
And you've got the side angle on things. This one it's climbing, so I don't know,
Yeah,
Not-
we'll
not in a
click
great
another mind
situation.
sliver on the one that's climbing.
on the climber. Okay.
Yep.
Failure.
Okay. Takes 7 points of psychic damage on next ability check. It's got to roll a d4 and subtract that from the score.
Well, as it turns out, it will not have a next ability check. The thing shrieks under the mental assault and loses its hold and just slides off
I was gonna mention.
into the water.
Then Vapor is going to kind of circle around north or actually technically up and around, kind of getting out of range of the one that threw the javelin at him.
And your standard action.
And
The lightning strike was this.
what's the standard action?
Oh, you already did your standard? I did.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I dropped the lightning, killing one of the first orc, damaging the crab. Then the mind sliver was the quicken spell, just so that way we can because for some reason I got a feeling I need to save the more powerful spells.
Probably not.
The Skorok here,
I know, but it's just this weird feeling I got.
It's fine.
it snaps out, but it's shaken. It will have disadvantage on its attack roll. Nokki. Not bad. 19?
Yep, barely hits me. Exactly.
Okay.
By the way, it had disadvantage on the ability check and everything too, right? Because that's also with frightened.
It never
Yeah,
made an
frightens
ability check.
attacks and ability checks. It just
Oh, I
didn't.
thought it. Oh, sorry, my bad. I thought it was something else.
It deals 9 bludgeoning damage to you.
So halved, so 4.
Yeah, which is not a great damage roll. I guess it
Weak.
would make sense
Weak.
to consider that it's frightened. It just kind of like grips you like at your side, but it pinches onto you, and that grapples you. And the pinch, the
All my
pinch-
like confirmed grapple.
you are grappled.
Okay.
The pinch, you can feel it. It is tremendous, and it can't do anything else now. It's all that it can accomplish, but you know what's to come is going to be very, very nasty, assuming you don't get out of it.
Speaking of which, who's up next, Esper?
Walykos?
I would like to
Out of this thing!
fly straight south about 4 big squares.
All right. You 180. Your
well,
kite sail
yeah,
comes
sure.
sailing back down this way.
1 more square, Esper. Thank you. Alright, I target the crab with Thorn Whip.
Ooh.
And,
What the, wait, it might pull me off with it. Careful.
no, so here's how forced movement works with grapple. I just looked this up in between so Esper would have the ruling. Forced movement breaks grapple. If you are moved apart in any way, whether pushing, shoving, it breaks the grapple, unless otherwise
so I'd be drop
specified
off.
in the rules. Yep.
Yeah, as long as you pull it out of reach of the
5
person
foot.
who's grappling.
Yes.
It has to be
correct.
out of its reach. So let's see how
And
far you can pull it.
Oh,
And it will have
it's
it will
gonna
have
be
disadvantage
pretty far.
on this on the check as well because of frightened.
I think it's an attack
There's
roll.
no check. There's
Yeah, I
a.
think
Oh,
there's
it's not a
Walykos
check.
makes an attack
Oh,
roll.
I got you.
So that being said, here we go.
Yeah, please
go
don't pull me
ahead.
off.
Plus 9. That's going to be an 18 to hit.
Yeah, you got it.
All right, so let me just do the damage real quick. It's pretty weak damage.
Make sure I don't.
Piercing damage, Esper. Go ahead and take 10 piercing damage.
Okay, that's not bad.
It was a good roll on the dice, I'll
Yeah.
be honest. It could have been like 2.
We've all
Then
been
it's
rolling
moved-
very hot tonight.
Then it's pulled 10 feet closer to me, which is another
Okay.
44
Yeah, yeah.
on the stuff.
All right, 10
If-
feet.
if
That
it has
will
that
get
reach
that'll get
as
Nokki
a-
out of the grapple. Yep.
But
No,
wait,
If it would have been
there's
only
more.
5 feet,
arm
it wouldn't have been
extends.
enough. But that's enough. Yeah.
I know. But wait, Esper, there's more.
Oh.
All right, 4 plus.
Drag
hang
him
on,
through
I'm
the
just
spikes.
doing Yep, drag him through the spikes. Plus 7 more. That's 11 more damage as he's yanked and raked across the spikes.
Ooh.
But I need you to make me a strength saving throw, I believe.
With disadvantage.
Well, it's not a check; it's a saving throw. Which
Oh,
Frightened does
I
not.
see. Oh, sad face. Yeah, you're
yes.
right.
It is DC 17, however.
It's a good DC.
Blood from the Skorok, like trails over the spikes as you drag it, and you can tell this thing is getting very beaten down. And are you doing some special thing here now? What's the saving throw?
Yes, this is my gathered swarm. Once per turn, you can cause a swarm to assist you in one of the following ways immediately after you hit a creature with an attack. So, basically, as the thorns wrap around him, spectral birds begin wrapping around and pulling further this creature. I need it to make a strength saving throw or be moved by the swarm up to 15 feet horizontally in the direction of my choice.
Through the spikes and off the cliff. Okay.
You
Well,
got it exactly what the plan is.
It's a strong creature. Let's see. If
But
we
it's a
can-
DC 17. Even the strongest could fail.
11. The thing gets jammed, poked, stabbed, scraped by spikes, thrown off into the water, and that is one dead crab.
I figured you didn't even need to roll for
Yeah.
it.
Nope. You did enough damage to it that you got it down into single digits.
So
There's no way
cinematically,
it's surviving that.
cinematically, I just want to say this thing has you in its claw, and
Yeah.
the whip wraps around the claw and actually severs the claw. Well, then the birds push the thing through the spikes
love it.
and over the cliff as it falls back.
Yeah,
You
no,
know,
I
kinda
love. Yeah, no, and
A
then
keening
like
scream,
yeah, and
this
then
claw is
Nokki
probably
just
still
kind of like,
pinched onto you.
and then
Yeah.
Nokki just kind of like undoes the claw. Appreciate the save, Walykos.
And Walykos is still flying past. So Walykos will, if you don't mind, I was heading south, kind of curve me off towards the right of the map, maybe 10 to 20 more feet that way. Yeah, right there is perfect. Just sort of circling.
All right.
back.
Yeah, your kite sail, you readjust and it angles differently. Starts heading over that way. Well done. And another cool combo that could have been happening there, and I know this didn't play out this way, but in theory it could happen, is Nokki could frighten the creature, with that melee hit, and then you pull
Yes.
it off of him, and then on its next
And
turn,
it couldn't-
it can't
Yeah,
approach
get
him.
closer,
you can't
yeah,
walk
exactly.
up to things that you're frightened by.
I actually already had that in mind. But
yeah,
that was
it kind
if
of
the
doesn't
saving
work. The
throw-
way things are arranged here doesn't quite
Yeah,
work,
yeah.
but that possibility is certainly there.
You know, that's actually one of the reasons I did frighten it, so that like I could like if something like that happened, he wouldn't be able to get closer to me and Aygir.
Yep, makes sense. Well, moving right along, who's up next? The orcs or something?
Yes.
All their big baddies are gone now.
Oh, you forgot to move the Skorok below, I think, on his turn.
I've been doing it with the orc.
That works. Since he's riding it, that makes sense.
Yeah. All right, this orc is swimming to shore. I'll give him a little extra since waves are propelling him, but there we go. And Walykos, you can make out where he is, even though he's
My
pretty well
perception
blocked from
passively is
rocks.
23.
Yeah,
So,
you're gonna
Yeah,
It's just more a matter
I-
of blocking
Yeah.
terrain.
see. Fuck off.
I get you.
Hmm. Okay. So,
They do not know the spike growth is there.
yeah.
Oh, is spike growth like hidden? It's pretty fancy.
Yes.
It
unless they
camouflages
sold-
in.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Yeah, if you didn't see it actually sprout up, then you might not notice it.
Gotcha.
So it can be used as a trap, basically.
Walykos, you've got a hail of 4 javelins coming at you.
Long range.
2 will be at long range, maybe 3. That one won't be long range. This one,
Remember, I'm also elevated. compared
yeah, I
to
think
them
the
as well.
first one will not be, and then the other 3 will be. A 9, so that's no good. All right. The orc, that's the crab rider, will throw his. It sails miserably short and clacks off of some rocks. Then the 2 that are the farthest down. 15?
Nope.
Yeah. Oh, that might do it. 21?
That will.
All right, one of them catches you. 7. 7 piercing.
Okay. I'll make a concentration for the
It hollers with orcish gladness.
spike growth is gone.
Oh, he
Unlucky
hollers even more gladly.
Well, he didn't even know it was there, so he wouldn't holler anything special.
This orc here looks relieved.
Though, to be honest, I think it's kind of unfair for them to take their turns after the benefit. They would have happened simultaneous to these attacks.
D&D rules, man.
Yeah,
Turn
well,
orders.
normally they should be going sequentially. It's just because it's a DM thing, they get to all go at once. We'll see.
Aygir. You do not have many foes left.
Yeah,
fight.
we've kind of killed a lot of them.
The nearest one is this one here. And you know there are some others farther down, but they're not really
The one
very
in
close
front
to
of
you at
us
the
is
moment.
the one in between us also isn't technically dead yet, as far as I'm aware, right? He's like unconscious, so option.
Is this true? Is he? Do I see him breathing? Basically.
He does look to be dead.
Oh, he's actually
Okay.
dead. Oh, never mind.
He seems dead.
Okay, so it's not something where he had a class level equivalent and needs a coup de grace. Okay, well then, yeah, I hold the hammer aloft again. I mean, someone else can take out that regular orc. Yeah, I'll try it once more, just one more time to see. I called upon your name, Margolotogolo, Storm God. Grant me a boon, if have one you to grant.
You decide to really push it, ride the line. Bold, courageous, or brazen and heretical? Give us your roll, Aygir.
Aygir's about to be smited.
One more piece of information
Maybe.
that he could possibly glean from the situation. Much like in the dungeon room when you search for that one last secret door to your own detriment. Almost like it's my character flaw or something. That's pretty good, actually.
Flaw
That ends up...
or quality?
Oh, true.
Depends how you look at it. Also depends how well you
It's
roll.
higher than last time.
I rolled really well on the die, so it ends up being a 17. Because I rolled a 19, so it ends up
I was
being
about to say, you must
17.
have rolled like really high on the die.
I mean, it wasn't a natural 20, but it was a 19. Or, so a 17.
You don't have any ranks in religion?
Well, so
that's
it's
what
based
you're-
on charisma.
Yeah.
My intelligence is great. Just regular religion checks would be great, but
You hold the hammer aloft and shout again, mightily and with authority, to the storm overhead. Now you have seen the living storm properly before, and clearly that is not
Right.
what is overhead, but it is a storm, and the living storm is known to dwell particularly favoring this coastline. And you are responded to very fervently this time. A flash of lightning comes down upon you. Make a dexterity saving throw, Aygir.
okay. Well, I'm moderately better at that.
Rolled on that one.
Wow. I rolled a second 19 in a row, so it is a 19. My dexterity is just flat.
You save for half damage.
Oh, okay.
30 reduces to 15.
Sorry, actually, I have a +2 to that. It's a... Well, okay, I made it anyway. I can't more make
Yeah.
it. 15, you said?
That is
Alright.
true. You take 15 lightning damage. In the aftermath, you see there are arcs of lightning that continue within the hammer and then seem to, like so many snakes receding into their holes, enter the weapon.
Oh, so it did give you a boon. It just also
He
almost
stares
killed
at
you.
it for a moment, visibly resisting an
Okay,
urge
no
to lick it, and says, well, and sticks it back in a belt loop where he was holding it, making a mental note to check that out later. It does.
Check it out now.
I was just going to say,
still fighting.
this is not a dominating effect, but you can roleplay this how you want. There is like an urge, an impulse that runs through you, a lightning urge to like rush ahead and fight with that hammer. So here's what I would say. My DM suggestion: either you resist that urge and you're like, no, I'm fighting that back, or you go with it and you're yeah, and Chardalon stride up in there.
All right, well, so I'm assuming that resisting the urge won't completely erase whatever effect is done to the hammer. So I think I'm
That
gonna
is your
resist the
logical
urge.
artificer brain talking.
I think I'm going to resist the urge since
Okay.
there's no enemy I could get to within reasonable range that's not ranged weapon range. So
You could try and throw it.
Logic you speak of, logic and reasons.
yes, he
The
is
storm is
intelligent.
wild.
Don't
He's-
you
he is
have like
intelligent.
plus 30 feet of movement or something?
Plus 20.
Come on.
So it's I have 55.
You
How
could
far
make
is
it to
55
one.
feet?
Yeah, you could
I
make
thought
it
that
to
was
Definitely
one.
make
for-
it to... No, that's not that far. And the spike
Okay.
rope is down. Not
Okay,
that
or,
so-
then it was
then
there.
then I'll.
This is
Okay,
just
sorry,
hypothetically speaking. You could run there. You could go half speed down safely, or you could go at full speed with a DC 10 acrobatics check.
Okay,
to
looks like I actually
balance
do
as
have
you
enough movement.
r- vault down what are essentially stairs.
Okay, well I do have enough movement. It looks like even to go half speed. rewinding for just a moment, I made the initial determination under the assumption that I didn't have enough, but I do. So he visibly resists the urge to lick it, says, I wonder what this does, and charges at the orc.
Right, so you go charging, perhaps against your normal judgment and reasoned approach to things. That actually ends your turn. You've concluded there because you've run out of time or whatever, but you're like, ah! Well, so next turn will complete your action of attacking.
Sure. However, I do deal a d6 of fire damage because I pass within 5 feet of that guy.
Yes. Yes.
Also, let me first make a concentration check that I imagine I have to make for having taken that damage. Which I shit you not, I nat 20. So I have a 22. No, I have a 28 for that overall. So then I deal 2 damage to the orc, and that is my.
The orc is singed. Dead. 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 Nokki.
All right, I
You
kind of like.
see all that just happened with Aygir. How do you react to that?
You're crazy, Aygir. And then I'm gonna like drop the claw that we roleplayed cut off. I'll say, that's for me later. No one touch it. And then I'm gonna, even though no one's around me. And then I'm gonna follow Aygir. I'm gonna go up there as well. If I can make it. I don't know if I can make it. I have a 40 movement speed.
Do you want to go down the stairs, like half speed, difficult terrain style, or do you want to rush down the stairs?
Would I
Balance,
need?
maybe falling?
Will half movement speed get me there?
Let's see. We've done 15.
If half movement speed gets me there, I'm just gonna be safe. But
No, half would get you.
all right, I probably shouldn't. But I'm gonna rush down. Because I'm
give
raging
a
and I'm
acrobatics check. Dexterity.
not
Acrobatics.
very good at these. Maybe I'll roll a nat 20 like Aygir. Oh, I guess I could use my inspiration. Yeah, we'll do the inspiration check. Yeah. Use
Wait,
that. Use
where
that
did you get inspiration from?
From us?
I thought I
have
got it
on my-
last time.
Oh,
Paper
did you? Oh, I had it
last
marked
time.
on my character sheet.
You probably
I
just
just didn't-
never got to
Because you
use it.
didn't use it the time
Oh, I
before.
probably never used it. Yeah.
It was allowed to carry over. We talked about this
Oh,
last
was it allowed
time.
to carry over? Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
I don't know if it's been allowed to carry over 2 sessions now, but it's
It was just once.
just once. Okay,
It's
that's up to Esper.
It's not.
Yeah, it's up to you.
It's fine. It's
Okay.
Yeah.
still the same encounter, so it makes sense to me.
It's okay. I rolled the same roll on both. It's a 10.
10 might be enough, maybe.
Probably not.
10 exactly?
Yeah, 10 exactly.
Okay. Yeah, it's just an ECB.
It's enough? Wow.
You got it. You
Wow.
got it.
I
Exactly.
mean, it's just a balance. It's a balance check.
Yeah, it is a challenge,
Yeah.
but in the end, it's running downstairs.
All right.
I mean,
I imagine like as I'm running,
children
since I probably
can-
barely
can
passed, I'm like,
potentially do
I'm
that.
coming. I get, like I almost fall, and like I feel like as I'm about to fall, like I slash into the guy who's alive.
All right, do it.
Oh,
You
let
reach
me-
out, grab him, trying to use him as a brace, only end up scratching him down the chest.
Exactly.
Imagine you just stab your hand into him and use him as a.
Yeah, to like hold
Slowly
myself
myself
up.
down.
Yeah. That's 15 to hit Esper.
yes, that strikes your foe.
Awesome. That's gonna be. Oh wow, 15 points of damage. That's just the first
You
attack.
tear into the orc, and it is defeated.
Yeah, so okay, that's perfect then. So like as I'm falling and tripping, I like reach out and like I stab him in the face. It's like, oh, so sorry about that. And
Very well.
I guess I
Paper.
have like, oh well, I do have those pebbles, and I have another attack. Could I throw a pebble at the orc down there?
Mhm.
Magic
Yeah.
pebble.
Mhm.
What is the damage on the magic pebble? And like, it's a strength roll, right?
on
You're
mute,
muted.
Warsor.
Muted.
Sorry, I clicked the wrong unmute button. No, it's a +9 because it uses my wisdom, and then the +5, 1d6 +5 damage.
Oh, so it's a +9 to hit.
Yes, because
Okay.
so.
Oh, because your wisdom plus my proficiency. Okay, gotcha.
Yes. Yep.
Oh, I think I just added. Okay, no, I did that right. Cool. 16 to hit, which I think hits.
Oh yes, yes.
And what's the damage again? D6.
1d6 +5 because it's also my wisdom.
Gotcha. That is 9 points of damage.
Okay. You throw merely a stone, but it hits with the force of like a throwing hammer. Ah! And the orc is, battered by it.
And I don't
Not
get
bad.
3 attacks here because I only get that with my claws. But hey, I
Yeah,
got an extra
yeah.
attack there.
Vapor, we are back to you. Up there.
All right. Vapor is going to have to fly down to get in range to drop some spells.
This is pretty cool, by the way. Like 2 people on the ground, 2 people in the sky. Like, it's pretty fun.
The,
fun.
yeah,
He
the
won't
mobility of the
dash.
kite sails is
He's not
amazing.
dashing.
Not dashing.
Verticality is always fun.
I'll get him in range of at least the crab. And I think he's going to pull out his staff, and while he can't slam it specifically on the ground, he will slam it onto the top of his foot. It's going to hurt him, but he will be casting Chaos Rift. 20-foot radius. If he can, he would like to get both sets of groups there. Otherwise, he will focus it so the tip just catches the crab.
All right. Let's see. Chaos Rift. 20-foot radius.
Yep.
Yeah. Yep. That'll exactly get all 4. 3 orcs, 1
Oh,
crab.
sweet.
You unleash a vortex of hissing, writhing energies. They must make Constitution saving throws. On a failed save, a creature takes 1d6 plus 1d8 damage.
Yep.
All right.
Rolling that now. Okay. 10, 6, 12, 22, and that is... They're all poisoned.
Poison. Okay. Con saves. First up, we have the orc crab rider. He's got a 22. I assume succeeds.
Yeah, that one
And
definitely
the next
succeed.
orc has a 17.
That will unfortunately succeed. They just
Okay.
got to beat a 16.
Then the next orc has a 14. So that one fails. Then the Skorok has a mere 11.
All right.
Okay, what was the damage?
22 total.
Okay, 22 damage to Skorok. And to orc number 4. That kills him. And then 11 to orcs 1 and 3. That actually kills the one riding the crab. And greatly injures that one. And then additionally, those who failed are poisoned. So the crab and...
Yep.
Yeah, just the crab, because the other one died on the failure. Okay. Poisoned, another nasty condition. All right. That was quite the spell. I'm going to... What am I going to do? I'll just, slump him over there. I think that's fine. After Vapor assaults them with this, horrific arcane poison, we actually go to the Skorok's turn itself. Rider's defeated. Lightning is flashing down from the storm. Aerial foes, but others coming down the steps.
He can be our pep. He can join us.
I think the creature will have its claw ready to snap if something comes close to it, but it seems a bit overwhelmed, and its little crab mind doesn't quite know any immediate grand plan. It will make a con save at the end of its turn. Trying to throw off the poison. 14? I think you said your save was like 16.
Yeah, 16's the save, so
Okay.
it does not succeed.
Walykos. You were there. Whoops. That was... There we go.
Oh
There we go.
god, I fell.
Yeah.
So, can you tell me how far movement-wise, including going down to the one who's in the water, is he within? Is he within kite sail movement to get into melee with, if I was so inclined to do so?
Yes, because you could have the kite sail dash, and the
Yes.
flying is so fast.
I just wanted to confirm that. I thought the
Are
answer
you like
was yes.
swooping
but
down beneath the rock formations down onto him?
That's kind of what I was considering, but just give me 1 second. I
Okay,
just want to
it's
check
swimming
the wording.
currently, so it's like in the waves.
I know.
like
Yeah.
clawing through or whatever.
Yep. Let me just get my Beak of the White Raven real quick here. I had advantage on the roll. Okay. Alright. I will, as a bonus action, cast... since I don't need my concentration at the moment, Zephyr Strike. And then I will swoop down and pop Zephyr Strike to give myself advantage as I attack him.
Whoops, it's that one there. Okay, so your kite sail
Um,
swoops down.
I
It
imagine...
probably starts slowing down its flight a little bit because there's like rocks right in front of it now. So
I imagine it's navigating through this tunnel. Yeah.
yeah, it's sort of like slows itself down, almost landing in the water and doing so, and you come in with
I'm coming up behind him as he's swimming for the shore, and the staff, this almost shillelagh, is about to club him. And it's crackling with force and radiant power.
That poor orc. He's like, I'm almost there. I can see the shore, and then just like
Well,
this guy from the sky comes.
I don't want him to get on the shore and get away or help them out because he's a spellcaster, I'm pretty sure.
yeah.
So
You saw him do a cure wounds on himself.
yeah. So here we go. First attack at triple advantage thanks to Elven accuracy. 15 plus something. Okay, 15 plus 9 is 24. I assume that's going to hit.
Oh yes.
First attack, let's add up all this damage. Let's see, it's regular weapon damage. Okay. I believe it's 1d8 radiant damage, 1d8 force damage. Do you need me to separate any of the damage types for you, Esper? If you're shaking your head, I can't see that right now. I'm looking at them. Okay. Where's another? Ah, here we go. Another d8. So I've got 3 d8s. I will go ahead and use the gathered swarm for an extra d6. Alright, we have 10, 14 plus 6, 20 damage from the first hit. And then a second attack coming as well.
The
Assuming
first
he's
blow is a very impactful one, and it is quite pained by the strike. It's not killed, but you think it does not fare well after that.
Second attack, we'll go ahead, see if I can hit it. Does... No, that's probably not going to do it. I take it that a 12 will not hit. Even the, whatever factors the water.
Nah, no.
Yeah. Well, he survives another turn, I guess.
Yeah. Okay. So we'll kind of, freeze that action that's happening. You've like swooped in, you're hovering right over him, smash
I'm
him with
basically
your...
clubbing him underwater. Yeah.
Yeah. So the magic strike. Oh, actually, there's no need to freeze frame because his turn is right after yours.
Yeah.
Okay. He wheels around and just goes
Does he...
berserk.
Question though, he has to swim. Is there any sort of like penalty he's taking for fighting while swimming? I know that's not
Underwater
underwater
fighting.
combat.
Underwater
Yes, so
fighting
I was-
would be more difficult. He'd be getting disadvantage.
I mean,
what I'm going to
he's
do
in
first
water
is I'm just going to do a kind of a general DM roll to see what the water situation is where he presently is. Is it shallow? Is it deep? Etc. So let me roll this.
Looks pretty. Yeah.
Okay, so it looks still deep enough that he does need to actually be swimming. So he needs to make an athletics check. I'll give him a moderate DC.
Okay.
If he fails that, his attacks will be at disadvantage because it's just an awkward way for him to be fighting. If he succeeds, then he's able to utilize, jumping and swimming and other athletic maneuvers to pull off a sufficiently well-placed strike. All right, strength athletics. 15 again. It's the second time I've done an orc athletics and I got right on the 15. Okay, here we go. Berserking orc. A 10 obviously misses you. A 18
Misses. Wait,
misses.
sorry, my AC is 18. I thought it was
Okay.
19. I have another.
All right. Now, I described him as berserking, and I really mean that. He is really, really in some kind of almost like a trance, this rage he's in. A bit of froth at the mouth. He still has 2 more attacks.
Okay.
Okay, so then 16 would be a bit under,
Yes.
and then
Yep.
23 will land. So
Yep.
2 hit. Could have rolled better on that damage. 13 total.
Okay.
Slashing.
That's fine.
And in my mind, he's almost like trying to rip you down off of the kite sail. Doesn't quite pull that off, but does manage to, to cut you or scratch you.
Mhm.
And we go to a couple of orcs. Well, who are they? They're this one. And oh my. No, I think it's just that one. It is just that one. Okay. Okay, has to make a quick decision. Looks at the Skorok, looks at Nokki and Aygir, looks at Walykos. It leaps. Coming for Walykos.
If it misses, it's gonna hit the water and take damage.
Yeah.
That is a very, very ballsy thing.
I would
that
like
he's
to just
doing
move my bird out of the way.
there.
So quick thinking here,
Make an
Walykos.
attack roll, I think.
Quick
is
thinking,
probably-
Walykos.
Yeah.
Do you do a strength athletics check? Do you do a dexterity acrobatics check?
Athletics.
Just try to like get out of the way, just roll out of the way, or do you try to like muscle him away and like fall?
Athletics.
Okay.
I'll slap him out of the air if I have to. Yeah.
All right. And he contests with his own strength athletics.
So 22.
I rolled a 15 exactly again.
22.
22. Okay. So he makes some sort of contact with you, probably kind of grabs you a bit, but he doesn't actually get a hold on you, and you like out muscle him, outmaneuver him, and like fling him to the side. Bam! Right down onto water and maybe some rocks as well.
Yeah.
Good
Good luck surviving that fall as a
some
regular
damage here.
orc.
That is a dead orc down there in the water.
Yeah.
All right, Nokki's gonna like look at Aygir and just like start bawling in laughter, like, "Did you see that stupid orc?"
I mean, it was a ballsy move. If it had worked, it would have been epic.
Yeah.
It would have been epic if it worked. Yeah.
Aygir. It is your turn.
Look at him
Okay.
fall, Aygir! Look,
So,
there's a big splash.
yes, I don't think he's getting back up.
No, I think
okay.
he's done.
And so, with a Shardlon stride on turn 3 out of 10, I believe I have enough movement that even at half speed I can still cross the stairs down, right?
And still
if possible,
attack?
I'd actually.
And still attack?
Oh, that orc is dead.
Alas, alas, no. Make an acrobatics check to rush down the stairs. Dexterity.
Oh, that was.
If you
Oh,
want
okay.
to.
Yeah, you were
Why don't-
a little bit too far away.
Could
that's
I
fine.
just suggest throwing your thunder punch and just walking down?
Nah.
Okay.
It's better with what I'm doing now.
You
to
gotta
do
use the
melee.
hammer.
Yeah.
Sure.
Exactly. Also, though, if I'm rushing, I'd like to end up a little bit further to the left so that I.
Well, roll your
Hammer.
check and see
Yeah,
if
do
you
the
end up
roll
in the
first.
water.
We'll see how far you even made it down the
Sure.
stairs.
Athletics,
Gotta
you
get at
said?
least like a 10 or higher.
Dexterity
basically.
acrobatics.
Acrobatics. Okay.
Yeah,
This
it is an
this
easy
die,
DC, though.
This die is rolling real hot. That's a 21 on
Yes.
that.
You just
Yes, it is. All right,
Okay.
so you rush down. And I think
sure
you said
that
you
dice
would
is
end
now
up kind of over
cursed.
there.
Cool. Okay, and then that was my movement.
It
was
makes
not an
a
action to
claw
do the check,
attack
right?
against you. It has it readied.
Okay.
It actually occurs when you're 10 feet away. It has disadvantage because it is currently poisoned.
Okay.
Oh, that's a good roll, and they're both nat 18s. Okay.
Okay.
I thought you were about to say nat
there's-
20s.
There's a 24. Obviously, that is going to do sufficient to grab you.
Well,
This
so
is-
that first
I love
one,
this. Aygir in
that
epic
that
battle.
first one, I used my reaction immediately after being hit by that first one, to use a charge of a thing I don't think I've had a chance to use yet because it's been a while since I've been hit. I use a charge of my repulsion shield artificer infusion, and expend one of 4 charges it has to push the attacker up to 15 feet away.
Nice.
Excellent.
Well,
What
that
what-
happens
can you-
after it hits you, though.
yeah,
right?
can you just read what it says? That way I can understand exactly how
Yes.
this plays out. It's kind of a complex scenario.
Sure. Yeah, so, okay. It says the shield has 4 charges, and while holding it, the wielder can use a reaction immediately after being hit by a melee attack to expend one of the shield's charges and push the attacker up to 15 feet away. The shield regains 1d4 expended charges daily at dawn.
Okay, so simply, Esper, you roll damage,
Yeah.
you grab him, the grab is immediately broken.
Exactly. Exactly.
Okay.
Also, it did hit at 21, right? I assume it did, but just making sure.
24, in fact.
Okay, so cool.
It deals 13. 13. And, just as it's grabbing hold of you, it's knocked away. So you are not seized by it.
Well,
And
he is actually seized by it.
Wait, why did I move?
did you not want to attack it?
Oh, sorry, that was its ready to action. Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
I do. I do indeed.
You're not actually grabbed. In my mind, you blasted the claw off of you while
Sure.
you and it's getting knocked back, and you're continuing in this flaming, vault forward, bringing your hammer down.
And the normal stats is a what kind of hammer? Just a regular D6 damage hammer?
War hammer.
Or is that a D8? That's a D8.
One-handed
Yeah.
is D8, two-handed is
Yeah.
D10.
Oh, they're versatile. Okay. All right. So, with extra attack, I am making 2 attacks, and you said my first one against the next enemy will be with plus 2d6 thunder damage. And then, in addition, whatever happens from the new lightning effect. So, those are not great attacks, but one of them would hit. One of those is going to be, well, actually, I have a good enough bonus. One of them is going to be an 18, the other one's going to be a 15.
18 connects.
Okay,
So you get
So-
a D8. You're one-handed with the shield, right?
yes.
So you have D8 from the bludgeoning,
Right.
2d6 from the thunder going off. Roll an extra D6 of lightning.
That's okay. That's the new effect, and it's not a +1 or anything now, right?
Correct.
Okay. Cool. I end up there with an even 20 damage.
And while you're at it, you might as well add in the D6 fire from a Chardelon Stride.
Indeed, which is another 4.
What'd that get us to total?
24.
24?
Of which 7 of that was bludgeoning. And the rest is all thunder, lightning,
hammer
or fire.
Comes down as the thing is being singed from below by your feet, and the hammer cracks the thing on the shield. There's this rumble of thunder. There's a spark of lightning that hits it as well. The thunder seemed to have been expended. That was just sort of a minor
Okay.
bolstering thing. The lightning seems to still be running through this warhammer.
Which is statistically a regular warhammer. It's not +1, but it does do an extra d6 of lightning damage.
You have observed this so far, yes.
Okay, so maybe if I attune to it. Anyway, yeah, that'll be my turn.
Nokki.
I will go down as far as I can without doing, I don't want to do the dex check. I'll just go carefully this time. I might be able to
So,
make
What
almost
do you
all
get
of
you
it.
there? Do you want to dash?
Yeah, let's dash. Yeah, let's get off of the stairs. Yeah. Yep. I don't think I can get that far. Yeah. That's yeah. I think I can get a bit more because I have 40
Yeah.
movement. So
Yeah.
okay, cool. That I'm good. That's all I can do.
Nokki approaches.
Why did you have to push it so far away, Aygir?
Vapor. You are flying in a southbound direction. It seems only this giant crab thing remains.
All right. I think he will do a mind sliver on it. So,
You might need to
intelligence
get
roll.
closer. What, do you know what the range is on that?
Yeah, he would need to fly closer. Sorry.
60. Okay. 60 feet. All right, it's probably like there. And the intelligence save. Ugh. 9.
Nope. And that's 9 points of psychic damage.
And a minus 1d4 to its dex save.
Yep.
Ooh.
That's the big thing, because we're going to keep
Ooh.
it poison, hopefully.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. That's really good. Well, it is actually the creature's turn now. It like does a little crab walk strafing thing, and will strike out with a claw. Disadvantage for poison. $18 to hit. Aygir?
Sorry, it's muted. 18 is not enough.
The claw snaps, and you block it, cast it away with a mighty shield.
Well, no. Sure. With my shield, I can't expend a charge because I have not been hit, so I can't do the thing again. But yeah.
Walykos. Oh, it must make a save at the end of its turn. Then it'll be Walykos. It makes
Yeah,
a
go
con
ahead.
save. It has a negative 1d4.
1d4. Yep.
Well, that gives it a total of 12. Still poison.
Nope.
Walykos.
Yep.
Walykos acting quickly, Zephyr strikes again down upon this thing, trying to finish it. So triple advantage on the first attack. That'll for sure hit, but let's go for that crit finish. Let's see. Not a crit, but definitely a hit with 27.
Oh. Sorry.
Yes.
Yes. Yeah, 27 certainly. You're attacking the orc. Sorry, I completely forgot the orc was there still.
Yeah, and the power courses through the staff. The eyes of the raven glow, and there's just force that just hits this orc. Like a hammer from the heavens. He is going to take 15 plus 6, 21 mixture of force, radiant, and bludgeoning damage that just blasts him against the rocks.
That is a lethal blow as you crack open the skull of the orc in the water.
Still have one attack left, technically. Is that crab still alive?
It is.
I'll have the creature ascend back up, and if it dashes, can it get me to make one attack against the creature?
Maybe. Let's see. 65. Yeah, because you'd have a total of 140 feet of movement. Yeah, the mobility of these things is amazing.
That's the plan.
Yeah.
I'm going to go ahead and just take a swing
There's
on it.
a reason
with,
why this is like the icon of House Drakestone. They are fantastic mounts.
They're powerful.
Yeah.
I
And
assume
these are
that
really standard kite sails. There are some better, great ones.
assume that 25 will do it.
Easily.
Then we'll go ahead and just smack it for a mere 8 damage.
All right. The Skorok has been smacked.
Yep.
Aygir. We return to you.
Okay, it's still standing?
Yes.
Okay, well then, I will just go ahead and make 2 attacks with the Thunder Hammer, or the Lightning Hammer, I guess. Which... Ooh, okay. And here I talk a big game about how hot my dice have been rolling. I do not hit with either, like, even close. Just, no.
The
Oh, you didn't hit with either? Oh no.
crab's
I rolled 'em
carapace
yeah.
defies you.
Okay. We still have Nokki and
Nokki.
Vapor.
I will get into a flanking position with Aygir. I should have the movement for that.
Oh yeah.
Is that flanking? Okay. And claws. Yep. That's what I do every turn, basically.
Basically, you're going for the crab meat.
Yep. All right. That's +2 for flanking.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Could be a good time for a reckless attack.
Oh, you're right. Yeah, let's do that. And I can do that
More
on the
chance of
yeah.
getting the crit.
We will do the yeah. I forgot it because he's the last guy. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Thank you. We will do that. Gives me some advantage.
I just imagine like you pull out Old Bay in your other hand, and you're just like reaching into the crab to like season it.
You know what? So I on both the rolls I rolled pretty low, so I'm actually
It's
gonna use.
one of those giant crab-like crackers from Futurama they had.
I'm gonna make sure I hit here.
Yes.
And this is the last guy, so I'm gonna use one of my.
Claw
I'm gonna
block
use
or whatever.
my precision attack superiority dice to add to my roll. / roll d8. See if that helps. That's gonna be 16 to hit.
No, actually, the crab's
16.
tough. The crab's tough carapace.
All right,
defeats
well,
your 16.
All right, well,
Close,
I'll
though.
do my next attack. And that's going to be... Hopefully this hits. I don't... Should I
Yeah, reckless
use
gives you
my-
advantage on all these melee attacks.
Yeah, I know. I'm looking. I'm trying to think if I want to... Because if 16 didn't hit... Is 17 going to hit? I'm trying to think if I want to use my... I'll just see if 17 hits. If 17 hit...
A 17 does hit.
Okay, cool. So I didn't waste this. Cool. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
I was. You looked like you were gonna say it doesn't hit. I was gonna be like, all right. Well,
We're
that's
trying
gonna
to
be.
decide whether to use the accuracy.
Yeah, the precision attack. Yeah, I used it
Precision,
on the first one, and that brought me from a 13 to a 16. So I almost hit.
So
Yeah.
close.
That's fine.
That's
you had a
gonna
pretty good
be.
shot at making that one hit.
Yeah. No, it was. Yeah, I rolled 13 on both of my advantage things. So, but that's 13 damage.
Burn it.
Mm.
Yeah.
You come away
Yeah, that's
with
on the second
crab
attack.
blood dripping from your claws, and the thing's like faltering, barely keeping itself up.
All right, go for my third attack.
Finish it.
That's oh wow. Okay, oh my god, really? I'm rolling terrible now too, Aygir. I'm gonna use another superiority dice for precision attack again. See if I can get this because I know what its thing is now. So
You know, you need a 17.
I just need a 3 or higher here. Yeah, so I got a 20 altogether.
Okay, good.
Should hit. And 6 more damage. Oh wait, no, not 6. I'm sorry, 11 more damage.
I was gonna say, how do you roll minimum?
No,
when
this
your
is the
strength
6
has
was
gotta
the
be-
superiority dice. I was
Yeah.
looking at the wrong thing.
Yeah, you like tear into crab guts, and the thing is just overwhelmed.
Yeah, I just like slash into it, and then I look at everyone. It's like, all right, the claws are mine.
Excuse you, I cut that other one off.
Yeah, okay, fine. We'll split that one, but this one's mine.
In any case,
You get the
is
short
combat
one.
over?
Get the short
Esper?
half.
Indeed, it is. You have won out and achieved a total victory over this band of orcs.
You want to sign that milestone now, or
Do we get 9 milestones? It's pretty.
You each gain 2 milestones.
I'll take
Oh,
it.
nice.
milestones? I will definitely take it.
I'm at 3 milestones now. We getting there.
I'm at 8 out of 10. I'm almost
Same.
next level.
Almost. I just need.
It's because I think you missed a session where
Yeah.
something happened.
Honestly, I want 12 more just so that way I can get to level 11. So
I-
my cantrips have
I,
an extra
um,
damage dice.
Or,
I will
you know, it
endlessly
was because
defend
you
my
started.
decision to drag the commander of Holmesgate out of the fort because now I'm half a milestone up on that. Yeah, we're
Now that we're
closing up
catching
on
up.
10 real fast, huh?
Now that we're done with the combat, though, I will start taking the claws off of this crab.
Walykos
It's quite a
will
big
go-
claw. Yeah, you could
Shake.
holding the thing like
Walykos
in
shakes
2
his head and goes.
hands.
Walykos will shake his head and go fetch the kite sail who's escaped for the time being. Bring
Oh,
it in.
while
that's
I'm
going
doing
on,
while I'm doing
Vapor's
that, and I
actually
see
gonna
Walykos
slowly
go,
start
it's like,
circling
would you
his
mind,
kite sail up.
Walykos, would you, while I'm getting the call, would you mind getting Hera too? Sorry,
That's what he was doing. Yes.
Yeah.
He's already gone.
Vapor, you
After
said
we
that
come
you are
back-
circling up into.
He's ascending. He's going up into the storm.
Well,
The
he doesn't
kite
have to
sail.
go.
and this is when we lose Vapor.
The kite
No.
sail screeches at you. And it kind of bucks against the command once you start to get up closer to the
He'll
where
he'll
the
take
thunder
it
and the
up as
lightning are
close
coming
as-
from.
Takes it up as close as it's willing to go, and then kind of just is like circling. And he's looking. He's specifically looking for the storm god. See if he is within these storms.
You decide not to push the beast. You keep it at enough distance away from the storm cloud.
That it's not bucking. But Vapor's wanting to get up there because he knows the last time that he went up into its territory that Mogorolo reacted, and he's kind of wanting another reaction just to see if he can get it if it's here. But if he's not there, Vapor will descend back down.
Doesn't this kite sail already hate you, Vapor? If I
No, this
remember
is the
correctly?
other one. This
Oh,
is the one that.
okay.
Yeah.
I wonder why they all hate you, Vapor. It's because you keep doing
It's
stuff.
the storm. It's the storm energy in the Trolls Bowl that's mixed into Vapor. That
You're just like, why do all the kite sails hate me? Well, maybe because you keep flying them into like storms.
As best you can tell, Vapor, the living storm has not entered, has not manifest, has not come. Not yet, at least.
All right, so then Vapor is going to shout out in Primordial. While they have tempted, we have stomped them. I still wish to speak. And he's shouting this out into Primordial up into the storm, hoping that Mogolo would hear.
There is a bit of thunder that happens as soon as you say that, and you feel like there's some sort of connection here, even though the god is not present.
Yeah. All right, so if he feels some sort of connection, I come asking for aid. We are about to face a great threat, a giant of great power. Any and all aid that you can grant me would be most welcome. And the entire time he's speaking in Primordial.
You speak that, the wind and the rain continue to pelt you against your face, against your body, and you circling about in your kite sail some distance away from the storm cloud. A bolt of lightning, a powerful stroke, goes right into you and the kite sail. Make a dexterity saving throw, Vapor.
Don't die. Don't die.
Vapor
Don't
won't. He's going to take this spell on.
Oh. You
Because he knows he's challenged Mongolo
you
before. So
allow it to go right into you.
yeah, and
Okay.
he's showing that he is not afraid. That he is willing to.
You
To ride
take
the storm.
20d6 lightning damage.
And you get stunned, and then you fall from the sky,
instantly to 0.
I'm rolling for the kite sail.
like right on the precipice of the end
Oh,
of the
kite sail
campaign.
has
Vapor
failed.
just falls from the sky.
The kite sail has failed. Okay.
Well, it was nice knowing that kite sail. Maybe you'll treat
it's
your next
13
mount better.
lightning damage.
Oh, it's 13
lightning
total.
damage
Not,
to you,
not-
to you, Vapor.
Yeah.
Well, guess we know it wasn't a full lightning bolt.
Or he
The
rolled a
kite
low.
sail expresses its great trepidation and the pain of being blasted so with the lightning. And it instinctively begins to fly, or tries to fly away from the storm cloud.
Vapor tries to keep it within the area. He's not.
How good's your handle?
Make an animal handling
Yeah.
check.
Dude, this poor kite sail, man.
That is
fly on
probably going
yourself,
to be 19.
I know that we're keeping the scene to vapor, but wouldn't we notice what's going on too? With a lightning bolt hitting vapor.
Okay, so that's a success on the animal handling. Yeah, you three. What are you all doing while you see Vapor doing this?
I mean, like, the most Nokki would do is he would, like, look up after hearing that and go, "Why is Vapor in the storm? Seems kind of stupid."
Aygir calls out to him and says, "He is of the storm. He's going to communicate with the god. If he falls down, we should be here to catch him, but I would not interfere."
And Walykos, who's up there in the sky catching Nokki's kite sail that he let loose, telepathically through the bond that they have, that he set up last session, screams in Vapor's head, "Vapor, what are you doing? This is reckless."
Trying to at least get some extra help against Belvondor, even if it's a little, is what you get back through the bond.
You're going to get yourself killed. Do you even have a plan?
I have a minor one. We'll see if it works.
Your kite sail can't handle that storm, even if you think you can.
Vapor goes quiet for a second, and then is going to cast Levitate on himself and command his kite sail down.
Okay.
You release the kite sail. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, for a moment, the kite sail was attempting to flee away from the storm cloud. You wrestle control of it and keep it back in this position, right underneath the storm. And then you levitate yourself up, allowing the beast to fly free. And you go
Up into the storm.
Up into the cloud. Okay.
Yep.
So you see around you nothing but this, blinding, pale gray, white color. Vapor is literally within the vapor. And then from time to time, there's this, crash of lightning and this, flash of some vibrant electric blue will illuminate some patch in some direction. It's a bit disorienting in here, but you are trusting in what you're doing. Vapor, I would like you to make a religion check based off of your charisma.
That is going to be a 22.
Something changes. You're inside the storm, so it's more of a feeling to you. The rest that are outside the storm can see it. Now, I will describe it, not only because the other three are watching it visually, but there also is a telepathic link. So Walykos could say, Vapor, I'm seeing X. You all outside see the cloud simultaneously become denser and also expand. So it goes to this almost like milk white and almost opaque in color. And it just billows out and bulges and expands. Vapor, you feel something. You feel a heaviness, a thickness, almost more now like you're swimming than levitating. And your whole body, all your skin just feels electrified. The sensation is extremely intense. It's almost like when your leg has fallen asleep, like badly fallen asleep, and
Ooh.
it starts coming back. But that's just all over you, and you're paralyzed with it. There is a form of communication. You understand it. Everyone else just hears rumbles of thunder. But you experience it as actual communication. So I'll speak with words. It's really rumbles of thunder and cracks of lightning. Small things. Call upon the father of thunders, progenitor of lightnings, storm of storms.
We call for we know what you are and hope of what aid you can give.
A voice I have heard before.
Yes, I've spoken and entered your domain once before. You sent one challenge my way, and I was able to please you.
Esper.
Descendant of Ezrabat.
Yeah.
He is your
I-
grandsire.
He is.
Speak, child of wind and vapor.
My group seeks out to destroy Baal Vondor, a giant. These orcs that were trying to summon you serve him. I will not ask you to come specifically, but I would ask for something to aid us in this battle. A boon. Or even information that could point us into a way that we could defeat him.
Strike swift, true and unflinching, like a bolt of lightning. Do as you will, play out your games of battle. I will watch, I will see how this unfolds. Leave your grandsire out of this, though. I command you thus. There is a flash of yellowish illumination, bright illumination. And the rod, this bronzen rod that's in your hand, you feel it sparking with new power, surging. Those of you that are outside, you see these, how that looks inside of a storm cloud when there's lightning internally, just these internal flashes, and you can see these
Silhouettes.
swaths of
Yeah.
illumination, with these bold flickers here and there, and Vapor's right inside of that, and who knows what you're wondering.
Nokki will definitely look to Aygir and say, "So who gets his stuff if he doesn't come back?"
Vapor already has a will
Come
that
back.
Aygir actually has.
Watch him come back.
I'm rooting for him, but doesn't look good up there. Look at that.
A few months
It's-
later, Adriel
it's
receives
inside-
this package in the will of Vapor.
Vapor,
Inside the thunderhead, you dunderhead.
Vapor, make a Constitution saving throw.
Okay. That is a 15. I'm gonna use my inspiration. I'm gonna just see if I can get a higher one. It's not
Yes.
bad, but I would like to try.
Just want to make sure you don't get
No,
bolted
not
out of the
15's
sky.
Yeah, 15's it.
Okay.
15's
So-
good.
There is a overwhelming sensation. It literally overwhelms you. You can't take it. Just this close contact with a god of MIRRORMOURN, and it just knocks you out of your consciousness. The last thing you know is just this tremendous flash of this bright yellowish light, and just completely knocks you out of your consciousness. The three of you that are outside, you see Vapor just like unconscious, ragdoll like, fall from the cloud.
Is there so is he falling into the water or onto the? Where does it?
He was out over the water, I would assume. If he was in the
I didn't know. That's why.
Yeah,
I
he was out over the water, but
Heading for a
maybe
rock.
the wind's
Heading for a rock.
Ah,
Which
okay.
rock?
What do
Could
you guys do?
Could you? Yeah, I want to like if it's like.
Walykos is going for him if he can. I mean, I was up.
Yeah,
in the
I mean, I
sky.
will if I can. I just don't know if I can. Like that's the
Walykos.
issue.
Okay.
I'll like go to the edge, so like maybe I could like grab him or something. Like, you see what I'm saying? Like get as close as
Okay.
I can.
All right. And Aygir, what is your intention? What would you like to
I'll get like
I
a
will
rope
mount-
ready as well. Yeah.
Yeah, I'll mount my kite sail and go as quickly as I can to where I think he's gonna land. So I
Okay.
can maybe catch him there or tend to
That's
him
kind of
if
what
he
I'm doing. Like I'm trying to
lands
like
there.
get to
Yeah.
the edge. as
Walykos,
close
you're
as
already
I can
mounted
with,
and
like a rope.
flying. Make
Right.
you can think of something different, but this is what I would suggest. Make a animal handling, but I think it should be based off of dexterity. It's more of a maneuver than a command, so to say. But if you can think of something else, or if you have like a spell or something, anything you got, you're the closest to Vapor, and you're already flying.
How about this? A spell that would you allow a spell that takes a full action if it was beneficial
Yeah.
to the situation, very
Sure.
situational. In that case, Walykos calls upon the White Raven and throws out a conjure animals to summon 8 giant owls who all
Ooh.
appear and grab Vapor out of the air, and among all of them help make sure that he doesn't tumble and fall to death. Seem appropriate?
Mm-hmm. I think that'll do it right there. So
I was
Nokki,
gonna say, we
you
don't
go
need to
like
roll.
not vaulting, but like running as fast as you can up these stony steps, trying to get to where he's falling. Aygir, you're like running towards your kite sail. You probably jump onto it, and you're like, I don't know if I can make it. That's probably the thoughts going through your mind. Walykos, you see this, and all you can think of is wings, feathers, group there.
I actually think thematically, if you're cool with flavor,
Variety of different
Esper-
avian owl-like sounds.
Well, if you're cool with flavor, 8 feathers shoot out of his cloak and shoot through the air, and become the birds, the ravens, in flight that appear 60 feet, where they're going to catch him.
Since there are so many of them, I don't see how there's any real reasonable chance
If
of
one
failure.
misses, the next one tries.
There's
exactly,
enough
you
of
get
them,
it.
and you cluster
Yeah.
them so that Vapor is
Buffeted. Even if he
Caught.
hits one,
Yeah.
it slows him down
Vapor's caught.
enough for the next one. Yeah.
You see the storm inside, almost like this massive
Yeah.
jellyfish made of cloud stuff.
Yep.
Like undulate through the sky with these like tendrils of lightning raking out, and it doesn't stay here. It's like
Yeah.
heeding no beck and call of mere little mortals, and the rain
Lesson.
mostly abates. It's just a little drizzle, and you can hear more of the sounds of the waves crashing against the rocks of this rocky shoreline than you can any sort of weather.
Well,
Vapor.
Walykos- Yeah. Go ahead.
Naturally, you must have some kind of energy resistance. Do you have a lightning resistance or a thunder resistance?
I do not believe so.
You're a air Genasi.
You're an air
Oh,
Genasi. I would imagine you would have
Let me
some.
double check. I don't think Air Genasi has.
I mean, I even have a resistance as a Goliath.
Well, let's see. Air Genasi.
No.
Resistance to lightning damage, right there. Lightning resistance.
Where are you seeing this on the Air Genasi?
One kind presents monsters in the multiverse. The updated Air Genasi.
Oh no, I don't. I'm just looking at the standard one.
If you're looking at the one from the Elemental Evil Player's Companion, they did not have it back then.
Yeah,
they-
that's
are they
part of the
like
one I'm
two-
looking at.
They
Okay,
are-
they-
so
they're- they
so
two
what
different
so what I'm
versions, or-
understanding is all along
One
you
has it
haven't had
updated.
lightning resistance. Is that right, Vapor?
No, as far as I knew, I
Okay,
didn't.
that I seem to recall that as well. Now that I think about it,
Mhm.
you come to. You're very groggy. You know that you had direct contact with the living storm. You have lightning resistance. You have thunder resistance. Any lightning damage spell that you cast through that rod will now have an additional 1d6 lightning damage on it.
Oh my.
That's really good. That's just like free damage right there.
Yeah.
You and your implement have been empowered. Aygir as well. This Warhammer strikes from it now also do an extra d6 of lightning damage. This seems to have been put into it. That was not a temporary thing, like the little thunder smite was.
Just a question. What's happening to Vapor right now? Because he's still falling, right?
Vapor is just lying on the rock, trying to regain, like, put his thoughts in order and regain his
is
muscle
he like
memory.
am I able to run up to him? Like, is he on the
He's right there by you.
He's
He's like right there at your feet.
Oh, cool. Yeah, I'm gonna like look down at him, and I'm just like bend down and kind of like not like slap him hard, but like on his face, it would be like, "You all right, Vapor?"
That didn't work like I hoped, but
I feel like you open your eyes and like Nokki's face is like right there.
one eye opens up, and I'm gonna make a check to see how he would react to Nokki's face being right there. Okay. Well, he's gonna get to test the rod out because Stormbolt right up into the chest. Would Nokki take that, or would he die?
Well, I'm gonna dodge it. No, I'm not gonna take it.
Okay.
No, why would I take
All right. Are you wearing any metal?
it? I'm wearing scale mail.
Isn't that metal?
Is that
Yes.
metal? Yeah, it's metal. Okay, yeah.
Yes.
That's a natural 20.
So he just tased you, bro.
Yeah.
You basically just like looked at a comrade and was like, "I'm gonna kill this guy."
Well, no.
Well,
my
to be fair,
first reaction is what?
So
It's
it
like a
sounds like
react-
you're dealing 4d8 lightning plus 2d6 lightning.
That actually might just kill me, like knock me
No.
out.
Shit.
I'm at 50. Dude, I took so many attacks. I'm at 52
Yeah.
HP.
you'll be at 0 at most. Like
You'll be
be
at
fine.
0, and then Vapor is just going to pour down all his health potions he's got on.
Well, no, just give him a good berry. You'll be fine.
It's 2d6. And how much
Eat a good
d8?
berry and call me in the morning, kid.
48.
Rub some dirt on
God.
it. You pansy. That being said, Vapor, your own wounds, you'll just heal up with your troll blood. So.
Yeah. Actually, that's not super great. Those rolls, there's only 2 high rolls. The rest are actually pretty low.
Okay. How much?
22 overall.
I would like
Does
to
that
punch Vapor in the
drop you?
face.
Okay.
No, I'm gonna punch him in the face with my claw. Like with
Alright.
my fit, not like claw him, but like I'm gonna use a claw
That's a
attack
punch.
on
Yeah,
him.
no, that
It is a
Alright.
non-lethal attack.
Yeah, that's fine.
I would
Yeah,
like to
there's
have
no-
the owls just, peck and stop them before they get into a, oh, I'm just gonna hit you, ha ha ha, I'm gonna shock you, ha ha, fireball.
Yeah, no. Vapor's not gonna dodge, because he's gonna realize right after he launched it. I was like, oh fuck.
Yeah.
Alright, I'm gonna do one quick attack.
Getting
I
wings
think-
in your face.
I don't even think I hit actually. Wait, do I have advantage since he's prone?
Yeah, you would.
23 to hit.
Yeah, that is.
Good. You're gonna. If I'm taking a hit, you're taking
Yeah,
a hit.
no.
too.
Yeah, that's
So
fine.
he just takes, what, 5 damage from your
14
shots?
damage.
Oh, that's actually not. That's pretty good.
Yeah, I rolled pretty
Oh,
high. Yeah.
you're
Are you
actually
clawing
using
him
the
or
claw,
punching
not-
him?
Yeah,
I'm punching.
is
Well, I'm
just your
using my
strength.
claw attack, but it's non-lethal, so I'm punching.
Okay.
Like I'm punching him. Yeah.
You're using the claw then, is what
Yeah,
you're
yeah.
doing.
Yeah.
Because you wouldn't get the extra D without the claw.
Like,
Yeah, no, Vapor's
You're just
Vapor's still
scratching his cheek instead of his throat.
basically, yeah. So
Yeah.
like you shocked me. I was like, "You stupid fuck," and then like kind of like hit you a bit.
And that's like, Yeah, I
Alright.
deserve that one.
Oh, I feel and like I kind of like stand up and like, oh, my arms are like, you know when
you
you like
alright?
when your leg falls asleep and it like your
Try that on your whole body.
That's enough.
Ugh.
Stop.
No,
Stop.
I
both
won't
of
do
you.
any more. That was frack.
you're not getting a claw. You don't get one now.
Vapor like sits up and just like waves that comment off. It's like, ugh. And then looks at the staff, and I imagine there's kind of like electricity crackling up and down after the spell
Vapor.
being cast.
What were you thinking? We just fought these orcs. There could be more of them. We don't know. There could be a whole army of 100 orcs waiting for these to get back who will show up here. And you're putting yourself and all of us at risk. What if you got your kite sail killed? How are you going to get around? You don't think. What are you doing? We're on a mission. It's important. It's not worth risking the wrath of the storm for this.
Although I agree with Walykos, it is a pretty cool weapon now, I have to say. It definitely hurt. I'll say that. It'll be good in future battles.
Aygir looks at Vapor and just says, "Did it work?"
I'm gonna look back at Aygir and like, yes, I think it worked.
It did, but not what I was hoping for.
Right? That's what you got. Now, we're going to climb down off this rock, or are we going to stay here?
I'm
I
not
believe,
climbing,
as
I'm gonna
one of us
fly.
reminded us, we are on a mission here.
Let's go.
No, wait. So before we go, I think we should find somewhere to lay up for a while. You all took some damage.
We might need at least a short rest, yeah.
At least
I
for
took a
short
little
rest.
damage. We should at least take an hour or so. Let's find a cave, a coastal cave somewhere. That's
I just
not,
want to say, Vapor did more damage to me than any of the orcs.
I was not expecting a nat 20. I honestly was not expecting the nat 20 to show up.
PvP, unintentional or not, is deadly. So
It is.
Oh yeah.
because players are OP.
All right, if I may, before we hole up and get a rest, I would like to at least get 2 of the claws if possible. I won't take all 3. 2 of
Well,
them.
one of those claws you definitely shouldn't try to claim.
I will take the 2 of the one that I've already been like trying to cut the claw off. You can have the other one if you want. I won't fight for it.
Some good meat in that claw. That's where the good meat's, all in that claw. That being said, Esper, I'll do a survival, or if you just want to hand wave it, to find a good resting spot.
I may need to do something because like so I mean this will be something I'll probably have to do more in time downtime or something, but at the moment, like what I'm wanting to do with it, just to give you an idea, is I'm kind of wanting to like make these 2 claws into some kind of like, I don't know, something like to like wear it doesn't even have to be like the actual claw, but like even like pieces of it or something where I could wear it as like a trophy kind of.
You could probably make either some sort of arm guards or
Yeah,
maybe leg
yeah.
guards or something.
That's kind of what I'm thinking, and it doesn't actually have to be armor. It's more for like aesthetic, So like I might not even be able to make it myself fully. I might need to wait until I get back to Barnacle, but that's what my plan is.
Well, you
for
have an armor artificer right here.
You do.
Armor is
You do.
literally
it.
his
Yeah.
deal.
All right. Oh wait, let me roleplay.
He's
this.
just been
So, like-
sitting here wringing his hands since you've been talking about this.
Yeah, this is great. Yeah, no, I'll roleplay. Yeah.
Yeah.
So after I cut off the claws, I'll go up to Aygir, be like, "Oh, Aygir, I'm not one for making things, but I'd love if you could do something with these. It'd be very nice.
What do you mean something?
Some
What?
kind of like trophy or something I can like wear. Something nice. Doesn't have to be protective per se, but
You can put it on your head. You want to wear the whole claw? It's very big.
No, I was thinking something more of like a.
Charge in with it.
He actually thinks on the head thing. He goes, like as he says, I was thinking, actually, so you know what? Could you make it into some kind of headwear? Something, not just the whole thing, maybe like half of it or a quarter of it or something that I could like have? And I'm like doing this, like Loki's like
how
tried
big
to
is
just.
yeah? How big is the claw?
Yeah, that's a good question. I assume it's. I mean, it's big enough to grapple me, so you definitely have to cut a lot of it off, probably. But
No idea how big it is from the GM.
Oh, asking me. Sorry about that. It's quite big. 5 feet long.
all right, so actually
Okay.
the Nokki might, in that case,
It's a
instead of
really big
a head
claw.
thing,
Like these claws
Nokki
can
actually
take, like, pinch your whole arm or leg off.
in that case, then Nokki actually might say maybe greaves or something like that. I could slip on my arms.
Yeah. Well, he can't make anything instantly out of nothing with no tools and no time.
Okay,
But
yeah.
Aygir gets a kind of look of thought on his face and says, "Yes, I know what I'll do," and pulls a saddle strap out of the kite sail's saddlebags and says, "Yes, this would work," and puts it back. And he says, "Hold on to that. I'll know what I can do." And whenever we get the chance, he'll cut the chitin up and make it into little plates and put them all around on the strap as a belt, so that Nokki, whether or not he's actually wearing the wrestling belt in his art, will have a like championship belt style crab thing should he want. So
yeah.
does that work?
That works.
right.
That works. Yeah.
The crab champion.
Mhm.
Crab champion.
So, here's what I'm imagining. You all take your kite sails, Walykos in the lead, and you find a, sheltered area with, rock formations providing some kind
Like a
of
cave type thing.
Yeah, or like sort of a small cove with rock formations surrounding it. You bring in these chunks of crab claw and crab carapace, and Aygir's working on that. And you're resting there. It looks like I need to actually switch the order because someone dropped when you came back in. It threw our images out of order. So why don't you all...
That was me.
Yeah, why don't you all decide if there is anything in particular you're doing during a short rest, hit dice or whatever it might be, role-playing. I guess, yeah, Aygir working on the belt.
And
I will
tuning
fix
to
the
that
windows.
hammer if anything happens also.
I will say I will do something for roleplay unless someone else has something, because I just had a little scene.
Okay.
All
yeah,
right.
Go for it.
I'll
Yeah.
go for it. Okay, I was making sure. I will. I guess I'll kind of like. Yeah, I'm trying to think who I would. I'd probably bring this up to both Aygir and Vapor, kind of like at the same time, like at some point. I'd say Vapor, Aygir. Kind of like get myself trying to be. It appears that these boons actually work, and well, how do I get one as well?
You would have had to have pretty much done what he did, or been struck by lightning while intoning the name. I think.
You have to request it and hope that he's in a good mood. It's like a storm. You never know.
How do you
what you're
request
gonna
it? Could you tell me the words?
get. You
It's
just
not.
request-
No.
There's no certain
I would
words,
not.
and you wouldn't want to do it now.
Yeah,
I'm
I
going-
You, I know
I'm
you
gonna-
want
I'm
to
gonna-
get to Boone, but it's not
don't request a Margot Lolo. He's
not a
not.
Morgulolo.
Yeah,
It was
he's not a
stupid
god
maneuver
that
on
you
my
want
part that I
to.
shouldn't have done.
Yeah.
It's. I would say if you really want to get to Boone from God, you want to talk to Walykos.
Walykos. Well, yeah, but his god doesn't do cool lightning stuff.
Lightning is not the end all be all.
Oh, I know that, but Walykos, white birdie stuff.
I'm
you
so sorry.
As
lightning.
Walykos' boon and his
power.
connection to his god, I would be dead.
I was just about to say, if only it could summon birds that save
I
people
would
from
say-
falling to their death.
Walykos' god could grant you a better boon than Mario Lobo could possibly do at this time. Besides, we don't even know where he has gone to. The living storm goes wherever the winds he commands to take him to.
Oh, I see. I just, it seems much more powerful. I mean, you struck me for a pretty hefty hit, I have to say.
I got lucky on that, which I shouldn't have done in the first place.
I saw Aygir too. He had some lightning hammer thing that he whacked on one of those orcs.
Nokki. Power can be done in many different ways. Walykos has great power, and he was able to use it to save me.
This is true, but this is true. Perhaps I'll have to think on it more. Next time a storm happens, though, I'm gonna try. I want that lightning stuff. Like imagine if my claws, and I like have my claws go. Imagine if they were lightning claws. Lightning claws. I'm like doing this and like kind of like imitating what I could do with the lightning claws.
Avery kind of just like shakes his head. That is great and all, but many creatures can be resistant or can cancel it out. What Walykos is able to do sometimes can't even be stopped at all.
This is true. I will think on it, Walykos. This white raven you've spoken of. I will say she definitely seems much less moody and temperamental. This storm god almost killed both of you by lightning bolts and stuff. I don't understand. I don't know why.
When you play with power like fire, if you are not careful, you ruin yourself. There are ways, and there are different types of fire which are safer. Such it is with the gods, in my experience.
What wise words indeed.
Try to make a deal with an eel god, it'll probably try to eat you. Try and
The
make a deal
eel
with a storm
gods.
god. Yes, we've met an eel god, a giant eel.
Oh, you must tell me this story.
How
Another
much time do you have?
perhaps. Yeah.
Later, after we find this topaz dragon, of course.
Walykos gives you the link to, the YouTube link to episode whatever, it's like, just go watch this.
Oh, that was like 10, 15-ish. It was a while ago.
It was a long time ago. It was like
long-
early
that
on
was
in the
One of
campaign.
that was
That was
actually
not
one of
that
the
far
first
into the
episodes.
campaign.
It
Yeah,
was in single digits. Yeah, care
But
books,
but with that little roleplay thing, Nokki will probably start like bandaging himself up and like getting himself ready for the short rest and all that.
As does Walykos tend to his wounds. He took a couple claws from the guy in the water. Speaking of which, did we have a chance to search them, Esper, before we left?
That's true. Yeah,
I feel like we would have, but I understand if Esper's like, well, you didn't say it. I hope they won't, but
would you all have wanted to take the time to do that?
Yeah, I mean,
at least the leaders.
Yeah.
I would
I feel like
say
we would. I
there's
feel like we would
three.
have. I would have left the normal orcs, but like the spellcaster guys, I think they could have potentially had like a potion or like something on them,
The one in the water might have be gone for sure, but we could at least try to see if the body is bobbing in the water.
Oh, I imagine the body got washed ashore, or maybe it's like just kind of like bobbing up against some of the rocks.
Exactly. If you don't mind, we could just have a kite sail pluck it from the water and, take it up top to search.
You all decide. Let's go take a look. Be quick. We'll just look at the leaders.
Yep.
You fly back over there. This is occurring before the short rest.
Well, I would have said that
or
this
after.
would have
It's
happened.
up to you. It's up to you. What do you
Well,
all do?
ideally, this would have happened before we went to take the short rest.
This
Like,
happened before
we even
you went to take the short rest.
Yeah, we were
Okay.
thinking of like
yeah.
doing this before we even flew over to that cove. Yeah.
I know we
Okay.
kind of sped things along, but I mean, it kind of makes sense. Like,
Mhm.
there's bodies everywhere. We're taking the crab claws. Why don't we search the leaders as well?
Okay. You all see the Stormcaller body, the sword wielder, the clawed one who is bobbing in the water. Whoever's up top on the promontory, searching around with the Stormcaller and the elite warrior. Make perception checks. Who would be
I'll
up
give you
top?
3. Walykos will go for the water one. Since
I'll
he's-
go
Maybe-
for the
maybe
one up
it's-
there. Yeah,
maybe
I'll-
it's
I'll go-
Vapor,
I'll go for
Nokki, and Aygir then are up top.
I think that's probably
Perception
appropriate.
check, you
The
said?
Makes
three of you
sense.
make perception checks from your
Okay.
height, your high
I-
elevation that you're at.
I got a 15. Oh, can I use a superiority dice on my
No. I got all of a 10. So,
I got a 17.
17's the highest?
Double check. Nothing adding to that. Yep, just 17.
Seventeen's the highest. Okay. Vapor. To the... This map is a little bit misleading on directions. I'm just going to use left. I'm just going to say left. Because
Yeah.
technically that's...
South.
It's actually going to be
South,
towards the
south
east.
was up.
East,
South was
yeah,
up.
okay.
It's kind
South
of
was
kinda
up and
upside
north was
down,
down.
yeah.
So it's up.
I know,
Everything's opposite. Yeah.
Sorry to confuse everyone. So
No, I
to,
got you.
technically to the east, because you've got like rocky coastline, and then that mounts up with some elevation, and then there's some trees and scrubby area. There's a lot of rock formations. Vapor, you see orcs, quite a lot of them. They're pretty close. They're not within like javelin throwing distance, but they would be within like longbow shooting distance, long range shots. And they clearly see what's happened. There's dead bodies and kite sails and you guys. They're not being very open with their movement. They're trying to keep to cover. But there are a lot of them. You don't know quite how many. There's a lot of blocking terrain features.
I assume you let us know about this telepathically,
Yeah.
Vapor. Yeah.
Vapor would be pretty clear. It's guys, I don't think we have time to search bodies.
Perhaps we should go. I'm not feeling up for another fight right now. I'll start getting on my kite sail.
All right, so you all... Yeah,
Can I take the body with me
okay.
of the one down the water?
All right.
Oh, is that possible? Oh, does a kite
It's just
sail
a
hold
body.
two?
Yeah.
I didn't know the kite sail could hold two.
Kite sail's huge. It's like
The kite sail's
yeah, I'll do
large
that.
size. It can grasp with 4 claws
Oh, yeah,
onto
yeah.
the
I'll do that.
body.
Yeah.
And
I'll
then
do that
it has
with my
these like
body,
long
too.
hind limb, long like sail
and
type
we'll fly
Hind
into the
limb.
distance.
wing.
Yeah, no, I'll do that.
membranes
I'll do
and-
with my, I'll do that with my guy's body too. Like I'll use the kite sail to bring it with me.
Put some
which one do you grab,
distance.
Nokki?
It's the one on the top, the first
the
guy I killed.
Stormcaller or the
Two
swordsman?
on top.
The could you zoom? It's the I think it's the Stormcaller. Yeah, the Stormcaller guy. Yeah. Oh wait. Oh, that's right. The swordsman's up there too. Oh, I have to pick. Oh. I'm gonna take the swords guy because like I don't know much about magic, but I know that guy was a good warrior. So like Nokki would probably pick that guy.
Probably siblings or something, considering how like, angry he was.
What have I
So
got?
I'll take the swords guy.
We all take a guy,
Aygir?
Esper. I mean, I don't think it matters who took him. Aygir's away. He
So I
said
think
he-
I think
All
all
right,
I think
so
all
we'll
of us
assume
take
that
one.
Aygir commanded his kite sail to take the Stormcaller.
Yeah,
Okay, so we
You
get the
all quickly
Stormcaller.
grasp
Yeah.
the 3 leader types, elites,
Yeah.
and then fly away before whatever comes swarming out of the cliffs to the east
Yep.
there.
We head west, and we'll get some distance before landing to search the bodies and discard
And also
the
make
bodies.
sure that they can't follow us or anything, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, the mounts that you're on are extremely advantageous, and you
Oh.
can quickly fly over cliffs and rock, jutting rocks, and get access to places that are you'd have to like climb down high rock face to even get into them, and then you proceed to bandage yourselves up
Search.
and
Bandage.
Aygir to work on a carapace laden belt. Okay, very
And
well.
not to interrupt too hard, but during that time, does any attunement happen to the hammer?
Oh yeah, because it will be a short rest.
So we're just getting to the short rest now. You were
Okay,
away. Did
sure.
you hear about the large company of orcs?
I am now. Sorry, I had a head exploding sneeze I needed to deal with.
Oh,
So
well, I'm
there's a
glad
company
you
of
got your head
orcs-
back intact in short order.
There's a company of orcs.
Vapor
nearby.
atop the promontory of the rocks. This is before going to the short rest cove. Vapor spotted orcs keeping to hard cover, and a lot of the terrain of the coastline. But it seemed like certainly larger than the group that you just fought, making their way, and clearly saw the aftermath of the battle that took place, and then you on the kite sails fly off. The three main orcs were clutched in yours, Nokki's, and Walykos's kite sails foreclaws. So you have these
I
corpses
see.
with you at your resting cove.
Okay.
So, the three of you take a look
Sure.
at these orcs whose bodies you have claimed. Okay. First, Walykos.
What do you need?
There's not a lot on this orc. The armor that it wears is not much different than the basic orc warriors, a crude hide amalgam. It also bears no manufactured weapons, but it has these fingers that end in these long, pretty nasty claws. Like you took a couple of those claw hits, and
We know. Yeah.
sort of like Nokki's abilities. It has some bone and chitin accessories, nothing that strikes you as particularly valuable. It has a nice leather belt with a leather spell component pouch. There is also a necklace. Looks to be made of brass. Clearly
If it-
not orc craftsmanship. Has
If it
a
helps,
has a helmet type pendant that you would recognize is a giant emblem.
if it helps Esper, I just cast detect magic as a ritual.
There are two things that register with your magic. Certainly lesser auras of transmutation magic. They are little pouches, like little potion, orc potion pouches. Almost like a small sized bladder or water skin.
So,
I'll say this, Aygir, with your pretty vast knowledge of artifice and magic items, you
Sure.
could probably take a whiff and just take a drop sample of each of them. These are climbing potions. Drink this, and you'll get a climbing speed equal to your walking speed, and that'll last for 10 minutes.
That's useless.
These will make you fall in love. Wait, no. Hold,
It's actually pretty useless for me too.
Oh,
I get
these are
climbing speed too with my bestial stuff if I
These
want
are
to.
acidic. Oh, no, they're not love potions. No, love potions are basic. No, these are climbing potions. They will help you crawl up rocks as easily as though you walk.
I can already climb up what rocks, Aygir.
Actually, Nick, don't you not get that till 7th level Barbarian?
No, I haven't. I get I'm pretty sure I do. It's on my sheet. Let me check.
I think you
yeah,
took 3 levels of Fighter. Is it a 6th level Barbarian feature?
No, it's pretty early actually. I'll find it for you. Let me
I
find
think
it.
you
Path
might be
of the
misremembering.
I might be. Let me check. I'm pretty sure I've had it for a while. I'm pretty sure I have it. Bestial
double
Soul.
check.
Yeah, Bestial Soul is level 6. Yeah, 6th level Barbarian.
Okay,
Path
so
of
you
Bestial.
did just get it. Okay.
I just got it, yeah.
Alright, cool. Yeah,
Each
then
of you-
those climbing...
Each of you roll a d4.
D4, you say?
Walykos, Aygir, and Nokki roll a d4.
Yeah. Sure.
All right.
I got a 3. That's either pretty good, pretty bad.
It's
I got a
probably how
1.
many things we find. Yeah, I got a 1. Yeah.
Each of you found that many pearls. 100 gold piece value gemstones.
Nice.
Oh, so I got 300 gold pieces of pearls. I'll take it.
And if anyone needs to cast Identify, you know,
Oh, yeah, true.
as the material component for Identify.
Wait, does Identify need a like a gold
100
value?
yeah, 100
Yeah.
GP.
It doesn't
Yeah.
consume it, but you do need to hold.
I was not aware of that. That's cool.
Not a lot of people, unless you're a caster, know, you know, material components because they don't come up on.
Right.
They're
It's a
very
shame
rare.
we didn't find just like a bunch of 300 gold piece value gemstones or diamonds.
Do we want to split these evenly? I think that's 5, right?
Yeah,
Pearls that
we can
found?
split them evenly. Yeah, so everyone would get 2.5.
One.
No, just 1.5.
Yeah, we'll all get 1, and the last one.
We'll just-
Nick, you found that one? I'm fine with. Just
Yeah, I
letting
found
Nick
3,
keep it.
so I guess I get 2.
He's a little behind in treasure, anyways, compared
Yeah.
to the rest of us. So we can be gracious and, you know, however we want to justify it in character, out of character. Just
Adriel wasn't behind in gold, but then you guys locked him in prison.
I still have his
Speaking
belt.
of gold, I just noticed.
He took his giant string belt.
Speaking of gold, I just noticed a contribution by Real Holtzinator, and I concur with Adam with his comment. That ain't no fake Holtzinator. Holtz, much appreciated. If you have a suggestion for some treasure that they find on this orc, drop it in a comment.
Yo, give me like +1 scale mail on the battle guy, the big burly orc that I killed. I killed him too. I deserve this.
We'll see how generous
I just-
Real Holtzinator
I
is.
deserve this. Vapor struck me for like 30 damage. I deserve this.
You get a scroll of good berry. There you go. Recover some of your hit points.
Yes.
You joke about that, Esper, but a scroll of good berry is not anything to sneeze at. That's
It's not
10
terrible. It's not
That's 10
terrible.
healing.
But it would
For
take
first
an
level spell
action.
spell.
It would take
And
an action to use the
10
scroll and an
days
action
of
to.
sustenance.
Well, it goes away after 1 day. The berries don't
10
last.
people
more than...
could be sustained for one
Yes,
day.
for 1 day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like the oh man, I love that scene from Lord of the Rings where he's just like one bite will like fill your stomach like a full grown man's
The
stomach for like a whole day, and he like ate the whole thing. He's like, oh god,
I'm out of yeah. Like the fat hobbits must have eaten it
More
all.
lembas bread.
Yeah, good berries are legally distinct lembas.
Yeah.
Yep.
Well,
Okay, so
yes.
We're
short rested.
maybe Holtz will give us a comment. Maybe he'll comment later, and we'll just catch it for the next episode.
Yeah.
Do
not
we
worried.
get a short rest though?
The short rest is completed. Yes.
Oh, cool.
Very good.
Okay, I'm gonna do some hit dice.
Yeah, I used 3 hit dice. Got a bunch back. I'm like 3 hit points from max.
Rest.
So we were continuing to. I think we were still had a day of travel, potentially, or we don't know exactly where this cave is.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you think
Unless-
you think you will be there on the morrow.
So we should travel through the day after we're done our short rest. This way, we at least are. If a combat does happen, we don't have all our spells, but we do have all our, short rest abilities. Which, unless it's like Bill Vonder shows up for a boss battle, I think we'll be okay.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Let's do
Random
this.
encounter. Bale Vonder.
All right. Short rest completed. Hit dice spent, and you all, whatever, dispose of the bodies in a hard-to-reach location for crabs to eat, and proceed to continue flying. I imagine you probably do this wide arc around to avoid where that orc
Being
company
spotted.
was,
Yeah.
making their way along near the cliff sides. The day passes without incident, and you all fly across stretch after stretch of jagged coastline. High rock faces stretch up. Misted clouds and bits of drizzle continue throughout the entire area. You see a few wild kite sails that, they don't approach you or anything that would come close to being considered an encounter. So other than nature, you don't see anything else throughout the rest of the day, throughout the rest of your trekking, heading to this roughly eastward, zagging rocky coastline. It is on the next day, the next morning, when you come upon the mouth of the cave. And I will put an image into our Discord. That you all can
If
just
I
get
may
a
as well,
little
this
idea.
could be a good spot to end it as well, because we only got about 10 minutes left.
Well, let's get to the mouth of the cave at least,
Yeah, well, that's what I'm
Yeah,
talking about. That's what I'm saying.
exactly,
That's what I'm
exactly.
saying. I'm saying let's not go in until.
Well, let's see what this.
Let's see
entails.
what's
There might
going
be-
on. There might be something lurking around there, yeah.
I was gonna say
Fair,
it could be
fair.
a dungeon crawl start, or it could just be a role play start. We'll
Fair,
find
fair.
out.
It's a pretty wide cave mouth. You could
Yeah,
definitely fit a kite sail through it.
easily.
Easily fit a kite sail through it. You probably would have some difficulty fitting two shoulder to shoulder, though. And the cave is, it's got this water flooded floor, and the water is a varying depths with, rocks jutting up at every angle beneath its surface and waves continuously rolling in. Has an eroded look to it, that's for certain. But there are no substantial depths to these flooded out pools. There are echoes. I know you guys are just at the mouth and not actually going inside just yet. But there are echoes of the sounds of the waves that lets you know, this cave must certainly go in some good distance. It's not just like a shallow cave where you just immediately come to the back wall.
If a dragon lives here, it's got to be big enough, for all his need. Aygir,
Well,
what's your plan?
whatever is the power in this gemstone is not telepathic, so I can't talk
No.
to him, but
Just hoping the gem magically works is not.
well, no, that was not my plan. I think about things. You know this.
All right. Tell us.
We're going to go in with weapons not drawn. I am going to hold out this, and he pulls out the hammer. This will be my offering to him. And we're going to approach very cautiously and not secretively, make ourselves known, in the hopes that he will receive us as such. And if he is not, then we run.
I like this idea because if the offering doesn't work, then Aygir becomes the offering, and then we can run.
Well, I'm hearing a lot of ifs in this plan. Do you have any plan for if we can't run?
We should be able to run.
What if he,
If
just hypothetically, what if he magically seals the cave?
Hmm.
You know, creates a barrier force over the entrance, and we cannot physically run.
Can he do that?
Well,
just
then,
hypothetical. Tell me
so
what your plan is.
out of character, one of you has Dimension Door, right?
Vapor does.
Yes. Okay, back in character, well, if the cave is magically sealed, I should suppose, and he just looks at Vapor.
Vapor will escape, and we'll, two of us will die. Are you
Are we
volunteering?
giving vapor to the dragon? Is that the plan?
Dimension Door can take one
Is-
person with them.
I see.
Kitty, no. Kitty, no.
I've never seen that before.
That
Oh,
was
right, you're at your mom's house,
Interestingly
Cassidy.
timed. Yep. I've been attacked. Okay, so... Yeah, just a moment here.
Oh, not to derail us, but Aygir, you said you were attuning to that hammer.
Yes.
Oh, okay. Something does happen when you attune to it. And, maybe you like leap up to your feet, you feel this like urgency and an alacrity courses through you. Now that you have attuned to it, you have advantage on your initiative checks. And on the first round of combat, your speed is doubled.
Interesting.
This hammer gives you this sense of get in there, be ready, rush in.
That's actually
It's a very energizing
You might not want to offer that up.
blitz kind of weapon.
I
Well,
would like
okay.
that actually. It gets me into the fight faster.
Yeah.
Well, you wouldn't be able to use your claw.
Well, I could still just be attuned to it and still use my claw, right? I wouldn't have to actually use
That's
the hammer
true.
to get the benefit. Yeah,
That's true.
Aygir has a lot of other stuff in his inventory.
it'd be kind of funny,
Make-
like just hanging there, getting the benefit
Yeah.
of my claws.
He can make offerings of other stuff if it came to be that.
We could give them the pearls that we got.
Yeah, pearls, and he
Let's-
has this bronze rod that was given by the people of Barnacle. Anyway, let's find him first, and then
Okay. Well, let's just see what he thinks about taking out Bale Vonder. If he's not even going to agree to that, then this has all been a...
A
Right.
fool's errand.
or alternatively, he's like, "Oh man, I hate that guy. I'll do it for free. Like, you guys want to help? I'll give you a ride."
Yeah, you keep hoping, keep the hope alive. I'm sure that's
We
Dragon's
get to
very...
ride on we get to ride on the dragon's back into the battle. Like
He's very,
Again.
what's the word?
yeah,
Are you all still mounted on the kite sails, or have you dismounted?
To go into the cave, we would assume
I-
dismount.
we have to dismount to go in, right?
No.
It's big
he
enough for
didn't
a
say
kite
that.
sail to go through. It would be squeezing if your kite sails were, say, shoulder to shoulder.
Okay.
I think we should stay on the kite sail.
I was going to stay on my kite sail. Yeah.
Yeah, just go in like one. Don't go
Yeah.
shoulder to
They
shoulder. Go
walk
one
and
at a
just-
time.
just
slower
have
than
them
they
walk.
fly. They're walking
Just
as,
go-
We could go into a
it's
line.
only like 20
basically.
feet. Yeah, their walking is only 20
Okay,
feet,
well-
and they
But
do
yeah,
this kind of
going
like...
in on a line is a really smart idea.
Yeah, because I don't want them to be shoulder to shoulder.
It almost
Yeah,
reminds you of a
breath weapon.
frog when they're on the ground, because you get this like folding.
The
up
reason I
hind
was
leg
thinking
things.
going in a line though is because if we're shoulder to shoulder, it's gonna be like rougher to like turn or move or things like that if we
Just-
had to.
We want staggered at least then.
I mean, look, if he's going to breath weapon us, we're going to get breath weapons.
Yeah.
The terrain, the layer, everything's to his advantage.
Yep.
But we're not here to fight. Just
No,
keep
and we make
in
that
mind if we
obvious.
can.
We don't. sneak
Does
in,
anyone
we
not
just-
have dark vision?
I do not have dark
Um,
vision.
Okay.
I have
Vapor
dark
walks up to you, places a hand, and casts dark vision
Oh,
on you.
what is this? I can see in the dark. Is this how you all see usually? So
Yes.
it's so weird. And I look behind outside the cave and it's color. Then I look back into the cave and say, it's black and white in there.
Yes. Welcome to what being an elf is like.
Well, Nokki, as of yet, you haven't gotten to where the cave's dark. You're still pretty much
Okay.
right by the cave mouth.
Fair.
You're talking at the
Look.
cave mouth.
Yeah.
Sunlight's feeding through.
Well, I will
go
do
ahead.
that
But
role
speaking
play when
of
I go
vision,
into
I
the
would like
cave.
everybody to make a perception check, and this is based on vision.
Yeah, sure.
Nope.
I have a
That
19.
one eye is really screwing Vapor over.
I
I
got an 18,
have.
and that's a
Oh,
terrible roll.
my digital 3D dice. It was a 22, and then it turned into a 6.
I have a 19.
Okay.
Yeah, Aygir beat me, and that's saying something considering how badly I rolled.
What did you get, Walykos?
I got an 18. And that was with a horrible, horrible.
Oh my god.
Walykos and Aygir have both succeeded. As your party is communicating with one another telepathically, half bantering, half strategizing, you just happen to look out away from the cave to the water. That's these waves constantly rolling in, some rock formations jutting up high over there, then across the vistas jutting up over there, and here and there a rock jutting up out of the water itself. There is something in that water, and it's looming closer. A large shape with long, long tentacles. A giant tentacled thing under the water.
Aygir, Walykos, you're the ones who noticed it, so.
Aygir turns to the group and says,
Telepathically, yeah, there's a thing in the water.
perhaps
with
we could offer the dragon some food.
Everyone, quick! We need to get in the air. I don't want
Yeah.
this thing to catch us.
Yeah.
On its level.
Yeah, the moment Walykos and Aygir let us know, I'm going to fly my kite so as high as I can. Yeah.
All right,
Now,
so
we
you all,
hadn't gone into the cave yet, correct?
you were at the
Esper?
cave mouth, so you all
Yeah.
just like pull back, and you like get
Yeah,
just,
basically.
a few paces back and like about face your kite sails and take off into the air. Who is there an order that you all are in here?
I don't think
like,
we
if-
mentioned.
Who was the
we hadn't gone
farthest?
in yet. So.
Who was like the farthest ahead or in the front?
Aygir would have been in front.
Aygir was in front.
I would have
okay.
I would have
So
probably been like
Aygir's
right.
the
I would
last
have been like
person
right.
out flying, and you see as he flies, this like long tentacle comes up out of the water and just like takes this swipe. It's not close enough to have a chance of hitting, but there's some sort of giant squid thing in the waters near the
Some sort
cave
of,
mouth.
Guardian to his lair, perhaps?
Should we? If it's the guardian to his lair, we probably shouldn't attack it, right? He might not like that very much.
I think we should call to him from outside and see if we can get his attention.
Do we know his name out of character?
Tamrak Larks.
Camera.
Tamrak
Alright,
Larks.
When you say that, Nokki will actually just call out, Tabrak, we've come to talk.
We've come to bargain.
Up in the air with your kite sails snaking and undulating through the winds, this giant squid thing has
No chance.
nowhere near the enough reach. It has a long reach, but it doesn't have that long of reach.
Also has a ranged weapon.
It
Never know.
doesn't appear to have any ranged weapons.
Yeah.
And you can even make out from time to time, probably like when a wave like completely does its low, it's when the wave has spent itself and the like surface comes down low for a moment, you can catch this like looming shape there. So you're not any immediate danger or threat. Nokki,
does it
you
appear-
bellow time and again, projecting your voice into the mouth of the cave, trying to get over the sound of the reverberations of the crashing waves.
I have a question, Esper. Does it seem to be a beast like a squid or some sort, or is it?
Yes,
Seem more like
that's
a
what it. That's how it
monstrosity.
strikes you, Walykos. Looks like a giant squid.
Um,
It's peculiar.
speak
You would
with
not
animal.
you would not expect a giant squid to typically be at a place like this. You would expect it to be farther out in deep waters.
Yeah,
not coastal.
definitely a layer guardian is my
Right.
guess.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I will cast speak with animals using my primordial awareness,
Mm.
and I will attempt to communicate with it.
What do you do? What do you say?
Greetings, guardian of this lair. We come not to fight, but to speak with your master. Can you tell him that he has visitors? And remember, this is like communicating on a level it understands the meaning behind my words, not necessarily how I phrase them. It's not looking for nuance of
Sure.
language.
So you call down to
Yeah.
the giant squid. There is not a response. You're inclined to go under the water if you want to speak, for it to
Of course, you would.
to,
Esper.
to be able to hear you. Well, I don't know if inclined is the right word. You suspect that shouting, it probably doesn't hear you so well because it's got waves running
Vapor.
overhead and it's underwater.
Vapor, come with me, and we'll dimension door out if it gets serious.
Wait,
Say
are you
telepathically.
guys? Oh, okay. Never
Yeah,
mind.
I telepathically, I'm just communicating. I have to get down to the water to communicate with it, but I can speak with it. It's just a matter of whether I can convince it that we're not here to attack.
Do you let the rest of us know as well, or just?
Yeah, telepathically, I'm saying this. the whole group.
Oh, sorry, I didn't know. Okay.
Yeah,
I'll say,
he
do you
said
really
it's
do you think
telepathic.
that's a good idea? I mean, I don't.
Well,
what
that's
if it
why I'm
attacks?
taking. That's why I'm taking Vapor. He'll dimension door us out if it, and then if it does attack, I say we just blast it until it runs away.
And then I started firing my guns.
I mean, I'll be honest. It has nothing it can do against range attacks except run away.
Yeah.
So
I don't have any range. So like
uh,
we start attacking it, Nokki just like jumps into the water. Like,
here's the
You
thing.
got magic. You
and
got
I,
3 magic stones.
I was about to say I can just give you 3 magic
oh,
stones.
true. Yeah, yeah.
I
Yeah,
think,
if you
I think
give,
we
give
can
them to me
assume
before we do this, I
Walykos
guess.
always gives
Yeah.
you 3 magic stones. So
Okay,
you like
cool.
start
That works.
encounters with the 3 stones.
Perfect.
I just point
Walykos
at
and
you
Vapor,
go,
you go under the water, or at least Walykos does, and Vapor
Yeah.
stays
I got no problem with
within
that
reach.
if that's what Walykos is the plan is.
Yeah,
Okay.
Vapor
Can I-
hold his breath indefinitely. So
I just want to say so. As they go into the water, Noki's just gonna like look at Aygir like with this face, like these 2 idiots.
David.
that being said,
Vapor
I am
was
taking
some
the
good, I
dodge
think.
action.
Vapor and Walykos, you go down and I guess leap off your kite sails.
Yeah, we just splash in from maybe like 10 feet above, whatever the non.
Jump on,
Damage.
jump on in, and so you're under the water. You got the waves, overhead. The water's not particularly deep here, so the waves definitely cover your head. They cover your whole body, but you could like just dive down and touch the bottom, just like whatever 10 feet, 12 feet down there.
Yep.
And
in mind-
under the water now, you can see this large, tentacled beast, this giant squid, oversized animal. And what's your thing that you say?
Don't attack us. We are here to see your master. We are friends, not foes.
It communicates with its tentacles.
Yeah.
It says to you, or this is the read you get off of its tentacle language.
It can translate into words. It's fine.
Danger. Danger? It's like statement, then question. Threat. Threat?
I think of this, Esper, and I communicated into my words. We mean it no harm. we mean dragon. You know, the topaz dragon, no harm. We enemies of giant. You know, I show like a giant, you know, something. And I'm probably like waving my arms and like doing bubble, you know, squid noises.
Vapor's kind of like floating there next to him, looking at him, going, I know I sound weird when I speak in
Interpretive
primordial, but
dance.
this is completely whacked. He's not communicating for the bond, but he's
Not
just like
threat.
watching us going, what?
Not threat.
Not threat.
No,
Food?
no fight.
Food?
Not food. Not food. We here to see again the dragon. We're here to see the dragon. And I will say use
Cave
the word
thing.
yes.
Cave thing?
Yes. Cave thing friend. And the word friend probably in its mind is like family pod mate, you know, some sort of thing that you wouldn't eat or attack, that you would work together with for survival.
Cave thing. Danger. Cave thing.
Yes.
Danger.
Yes. We know we don't want to fight. There is no need for us to harm one another. Leave us to talk to Cave Thing and we will make Cave Thing not bother.
Cave thing. Not danger? Cave thing not danger?
Cave Thing danger. Cave Thing danger, but not to us.
You make cave thing not danger.
Yes.
You make cave thing not danger.
Yes. I positive yes, basically.
I want no danger. I want no cave thing danger.
Very good. We understand. You stay, you live, you go hunt fish. For now, we talk to Cave Thing, and there will be no danger.
I want. It's it's like that's a complete statement. He's basically saying like, yes, I want this
yes.
I want this to happen.
Very good. And I motion telepathically. Okay, we have an accord. We're coming up. And I swim to the surface.
Very well. The giant squid goes back out to deeper waters.
I can't believe that actually worked.
Thank the White Raven. She's given me these abilities that allow me to negotiate with beasts of land and sea.
I also didn't know ravens could talk with squids. So, learning new things every day.
She is a raven, but she is more than a raven. She's
a white
divine,
raven.
She's divine spirit. The spirits can talk with other spirits.
The squid's a spirit?
Everything has a spirit in it. Even you probably have spirits in you, in a sense. Just not the same as what most gods. They're much, much bigger. And they
I have much to learn about the nature of these gods. It's very confusing.
I'll be honest, I feel like I know more now than I did, but at the same time, I feel like I know almost nothing compared to how much there is to know.
You ever talk to animals and, like, invite them to dinner or anything?
No, that would be weird.
I'm just saying, I mean, seems like you could make a lot of cool friends.
I've only had this ability for perhaps a month, if that. It's not been too long. I was not always this way.
I see.
Anyways, we climb out back to the cave
Sounds like
entrance.
sounds like you all feel like you have a better approach into the cave.
We don't have to fight a giant squid now, yeah.
Well, here's the thing. The squid probably wouldn't have pursued us into the cave because danger, but it would have prevented us from easily just backing out.
Yeah.
And it might have swiped at us to get us while we were standing here. Most
Alrighty.
likely.
So we fly into the cave.
Yes. Flying is going to be tricky.
Walk. We walk on our
Yeah.
creature's legs.
You might be able to fly. It would be tricky. I say we pause with you all entering into
Yep.
the sea cave, which
Can I-
you've confirmed is the lair of this dragon. I mean,
Can
what
we
else
do
could be
one last-
cave thing?
One last small thing, shouldn't take more than a minute.
Mm-hmm.
We have sending stones. We've been kind of glossing over the daily reports back to Barnacle. Would you mind giving us a report on how Barnacle has been doing in the last couple sessions?
Yes. I'm glad that you did remind me on that. Okay.
It doesn't have to be detailed.
No
it's just like-
changes.
Mhm.
All continues as it was when you left. Daily fortifications continue. Forces from Plethyrus arriving.
Oh, that's good.
Wait,
That is
is
good
Plethora
news.
the? I forgot. Is Plethora the place that Aygir
Plethyrus
kills
is a
the-
city to the north of Barnacle.
Right.
Yeah.
That's
That's up
where-
in the mushroom forest.
Yeah.
Oh,
Once
okay,
you
okay,
get off
okay.
of
That's where your
of-
daughter, right?
That's I remember now. Yeah, sorry.
Yeah, once you leave Barnacle, you go across like the like sub island that it's on.
Yeah,
You go
yeah.
across the tether.
Yeah.
Then there are these like farmsteads. Then there's something called the lattice, which are these like crisscrossing
that
passageways.
the
through
lattice
grass.
is where. Yeah.
Yeah,
remember now.
The lattice is a very curious place. And then past the lattice, which is a pretty large region, is the mushroom forest, also a pretty large
Yes.
region. Plethyrus is in the mushroom forest.
And
It
it's
is
also
actually the
where his-
largest and most populous city in Haven Isle.
Hence the name Plethyrus. Like.
It's,
Yes.
It's where your daughter is currently going to school.
Yeah,
Your
she's
daughter
at the
currently is at the
She's training to be a
Academy of
wizard.
Magic there.
Magic, exactly.
You're a wizard.
Okay, so that's fantastic. So reinforcements from Plethyrus are arriving. So they got
Yeah,
word, and
forces from Plethyrus are arriving. So that's
huge.
it's great news. Things are going, it seems, as good as you could expect, given all the circumstances.
There's obviously things that we don't know yet, but
Things are going
if-
pretty well so far.
until we start hearing things getting bad on the sending again, we have time to turn this around.
Yeah.
So, especially
well.
with our teleportation.
We'll pause
get back
things there.
quickly. Yes. of course.
As always, thank you guys for playing, and thanks everyone who watches live or catches up later on. I'll be looking forward to the next episode. I will say no more, but I will just say I'm particularly looking forward to this upcoming thing.
Oh boy.
All right. Until then, may your adventures be many, everyone.
Thank you for running it.